even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the power play. Download the Prize Picks app. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, where it's good to be right.
Your fantasy roster is set. The smack talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
Oh. Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
But I'll say this. I mean, you believe in Pete Carroll, who I thought completely mismanaged the clock at the end of that game yesterday.
I'll say this about Pete's decision at the end of the game yesterday.
And he's even got the guy in his ear who's telling him what to do about the clock, and they both screwed it up.
Yeah, but he's old. He can't hear the guy in his ear.
Yeah, what'd you say? What did you say? All I can tell you is
an old Jewish man.
Right, no, he is. Now he is.
You made it. You know what you did? You made
There's the spoon.
No, yeah.
I can't hear you.
You made him the guy in the barber shop Coming to America.
Right.
Yes.
But I can't hear you.
Yeah.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
But Sedano on Tuesday's edition.
We are going to flambe Evan Cohen. I mean, sitting here last week on his show on Sportsmanlike, talking about how I don't even know if Sean McVay is the best coach in the league. He's not even the best coach in his city. Well, I'll tell you what. You know what Sean McVay wouldn't do? Lose to a winless Giants team with a rookie quarterback.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor? Give me a freaking break.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Linz, I brought you a little gift.
Oh, really, Cappy? Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Yes, right here.
Thanks.
It's a Starbucks gift card.
I sent them $10 for it too. So.
I hope you. Yeah.
How much did you put on it?
How much do you think?
25.
Bergie?
I'm gonna say 100.
No, there's no way he did 100.
Thanks. That was very nice, you guys.
What would you put on?
George was right. $25.
Oh,
is $25 not a nice gift card?
Yes,
somebody?
it is.
That's lovely. Thank you.
How much
not only are you a date
50.
Get out of here. Did you really?
Yeah.
God darn it.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right now.
Well, you want to Bit boy.
Wait a second. A man has the right to change his name to whatever he wants to change it to. And if a man wants to be called Muhammad Ali, God damn it, this is a free country. You should respect his wishes and call the man Muhammad Ali.
Great movie. Bring it down. If a man wants to be called Muhammad Ali, God damn it, respect his wishes and call the man Muhammad Ali.
If his mama named Clay, I'm going to call him Clay.
If a man wants to be called Pete Carroll, God damn it, you respect his wishes and you call the man Pete Carroll. Yeah, I don't know how I turned him into an old
7:03, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
I mean, you didn't turn him into
Stop
anything.
it. He's 42 years old.
He's 74.
Pete Carroll's 42.
Listen, I can't even imagine what Pete must feel like at that age. I'm tired, and I'm way younger than him. I'm
He's
30
got
years
Werther's
younger
Originals.
No, he's younger than you are.
We're going to play the Open again at 9 for people we dumped, apparently, during the Open. So
Why?
some people, I don't know.
Who dumped it?
I did.
Why?
Apparently,
There's a word that you're not supposed to say.
there's a word
it
that's
does
FCC
say.
just fine.
Okay. play it again the next time.
As though I would put something in the open that I didn't know was fine.
Was it Muhammad Ali?
That's fine.
I didn't notice it was dumb.
I do because it's right in front of me.
It's blinking.
So I can see it.
It's on me.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, you guys have. Can we unpack this a little bit?
Because I'm feeling.
Let's fully open the curtains.
I'm feeling a power struggle right now.
Because Chris is like yelling something about 650. I have no idea.
I want my
Hold on. So he walks in here, and he's got the Rams football, that football right there to your right, and he's got it in his hands, and he's just going 650, 650. And I'm like, what is he talking about? Like, what is happening at 650?
Well, I walked away, so I didn't keep yelling about it.
Right.
Very nice.
But there is, there was there's tension this morning.
Yeah, a lot.
I don't know.
Chris is always
I'm too tired for tension.
Jobs have been pretty descriptive and outlined, so we have deadlines.
Okay. Well, I appreciate there being deadlines, but I was just curious. It just feels like we need to unpack a little bit. I mean, look, it's a Dodger playoff Tuesday. Okay.
They're not going to make it out of the wild card.
Oh, please.
I mean, come on.
Get out of here.
Come on.
How great would it be, though?
It
would be.
We'll break the Dave Roberts bobblehead, and we'll break this one that Armin got us, the Joe Davis one.
Yeah, we got the new Joe Davis bobblehead.
What does Joe Davis have to do with any of this?
Well,
yeah, you're not breaking any more
he's
bobbleheads.
boring as hell. And you can admit that on the NFL football.
So Chris beats up on Joe Davis. And what he does is
I don't even understand this. Like, he's really good.
Well, I said it to his face, though. It's
right.
fine.
So because you say it to his face, that it's okay.
Look at the note from Armin that he enclosed in this. Message to Christopher Arthur Morales. Keep mallets at least 10 feet away from this bobblehead. Otherwise, it will be bad karma, not appropriate for a good karma station.
Yeah. See, a lot of people don't like that Chris has all this negative commentary for Joe Davis. People generally like Joe Davis.
He's very likable.
He's a nice guy.
I like him very much.
But
I think he's a great
bad?
guy, and he's from a nuts and bolts standpoint.
Yeah.
Amazing broadcaster.
But
one of the best in the country.
But
he's boring.
Right. So
not at all.
I mean, look, the reality is the wild card round is going to be ESPN anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
You're not getting Joe Davis.
So then what happened is because there was the Joe Davis bobblehead, this was last week.
Yeah.
And we weren't going to the Dodger game.
Which, by the way, this is the last year of ESPN having the wild card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to NBC and Peacock next year.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And so Armin Cornell, great listener.
Katayan.
Not Armin Katayan, different Armin. Armin Cornell said, hey, since Chris wants to beat up on a Joe Davis bobblehead, should I get you guys one from the game?
Yeah.
I said, if you could, that'd be great, because Armin has been just spectacular this year. I've got the entire 3-set package.
Yeah, of
the
Shohei.
Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani bobblehead.
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
he gave it to Chris.
Yeah.
He sent it over here, and he sent it to Chris. And now Chris wants to break the Joe Davis bobblehead.
Yeah, I really wanted that Kershaw one, too.
What
you
did
want to break that one, too, didn't you?
I bust all three.
What did you guys talk about in the Blue Review today, Greg? A little preview with the Reds, I would imagine?
Yeah, just kind of talking about the difference between Hunter Greene and Blake Snell and how we feel.
What are the differences?
The difference is Hunter Greene throws 175 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it's
right.
And just he doesn't walk a lot of guys either.
Yeah.
So this is going to be one. Dodgers typically, when they do get to a pitcher, they are very patient at the plate, and you can't really do that with Hunter Greene because he's going to attack. And he's going to throw, like I said, 175 miles an hour.
He throws
at you.
gas, dude.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's only walked 26 guys on the season, and with 132 strikeouts. He's been somebody that does strike out a lot of guys.
Yeah.
So they don't really have the opportunity to be patient. If they don't get to him, if they don't get an opportunity to
Is that also you, Bergie? Did you do that too?
No, my hands
that
are
one
here.
was Jorge.
Oh, wait.
Everybody's they're going for the triple. Going for the triple crown today, everybody.
Hold on. The thing is lagging.
Maybe we pot it down when we reboot the system.
I did pot it down, but I didn't know it was going to fire there. But the thing is lagging, so I reset it so it doesn't lag anymore, and then that happened.
It is lagging.
We do it before the show begins.
How about we're not Tulsa?
It's amazing.
Which part is the Tulsa part? Is it the Jorge not?
So here's the thing.
I would say it's the crappy technology.
No. This one's all human error.
Are we allowed to get mad when you do that, though, Chris?
I don't. When I do it, go ahead.
Okay.
The difference is Craig Carmison, who's flying in Thursday for Yom Kippur.
Which I got to talk to Craig.
By the way, Sedano loves to do that. He challenges me to always work harder, which I appreciate. He challenges me to raise the effing bar.
Oh, really?
I wish everybody else would raise the effing bar just one day.
Okay.
RTFB?
Who do you want to raise the
Everybody.
bar? Who else?
Everybody. Bergman, let's not dump during the open. Lindsay, let's get the rundowns printed on time. Jorge, maybe we reboot before the show.
Right, but I don't know if it's lagging because I'm not pressing anything.
Just reboot it every day. Then we won't have to worry about it.
Which was the worst of the three?
The dumping of the open.
I do want to say.
He put a lot of work into the open.
He does every day.
I mean, why should I wake up at 4 a.m. and do stuff? We could play the same generic open like other radio shows do every day.
I want to ask you a quick question.
I would like to order a printer for the studio.
Oh, yeah, let's add more expenses. Because
Just
5
saying.
printers aren't enough every day.
But I just have one question.
It takes like 20 minutes to change it out.
Then
and
let's do it at
everything.
3:30.
Okay.
How hard is that?
Well, you know,
Oh, my
I guess
God. Okay, enough.
I just have one quick question.
It got put onto me. It got put onto me. We didn't have to keep going.
But Bergie, I just have
I
one
didn't mean to
question.
unpack this much.
You did.
Oh, come on. If you were annoyed about something, we'd be hearing about it for 2
No,
hours.
I get it, but it's like
Then
I
you'd
don't
be
know.
like, hey, Cappy, let's record
I just don't
2
know if the
extra
audience
hours
cares this
of
much.
audio.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, there's another
There's
shot.
another shot.
There's another shot. You didn't hear what he just said?
No, what he
I
said.
said, if I was annoyed all day, then I'd say, Cappy, let's record 2 hours of extra audio for Morales to put together, which I don't mind because you challenged me.
It
and
was
I said,
either
let's do
that.
it.
I'd rather give the audience fresh content on the day we're not going to be on.
I agree. Cappy does
as
it.
opposed to stuff they've already heard.
Yeah.
Shot at Cappy, too. He's got everybody.
Did you hear what he just said?
Hey, George,
he
what's
goes,
your
he
drop from
agrees.
in there?
He agrees with the 2 hours of fresh content, but I do not. That's what he said. Now, I was the guy that rushed my brains out to get back here to record.
Yeah, see, he's
this
unpacking
content.
it.
Right, but you also overbooked yourself.
Well, yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did. But
You
Chris,
overbooked yourself.
Chris
That's
sat
because
there.
he's RTFBing. That's why he overbooked himself.
Right.
Well, not
But-
truly. His lunch was not business oriented.
Oh,
It's
no, it was
Cappy
very
business.
business,
No,
yeah.
Cappy business,
Right.
not ESPN LA
That's
business.
correct. That's all right. That's right. But Chris sat there and listened to us recording.
But I fell asleep for
And
20 minutes.
he said it was the most boring,
I didn't
ridiculous
say
thing.
that. I
He
just
actually
fell
said-
asleep.
He goes, it's not representative of the show. He goes, and we should not be airing it. But that was what he said. I disagreed because I showed up.
I said it
showed
doesn't
up.
sound like the rest of the show. That's maybe why I fell asleep.
Okay, but I
So
wanted
Blake
to,
Snell doesn't actually find.
No, let's keep
I
going.
just want to go back to Bergie for one question. I just have one question.
Yeah.
You dumped out of the open.
I did.
And I just want to ask why though. And it's not before you answer.
Okay.
If you know that Chris put together the open, did you think that he didn't hear something and then you were trying to protect him, or did you think this is not for air, therefore I have to make an executive decision and I have to dump what Chris produced?
So
That's what I want to ask.
I've said words on the radio that were said, and I very much have been dumped for it by saying the word that was said.
Okay.
So I heard it when you said it, Cappy.
Okay.
I didn't actually hear it during the open. I was like, oh, I need to dump that.
And I would respond
Oh,
to
you dumped Cappy.
Yeah, you dumped me.
I dumped
Oh,
Cappy.
so my open
Oh, you're
play.
fine. Yeah,
Then
you're
we're
open.
good.
You're good.
Bergie's out of the doghouse.
All right, just the four of you.
and I would I would respond to that if it doesn't sound like the show. That's because it's actually just you and me and not Chris.
Yeah, that's why I fell asleep.
Well, I mean, you also
I fell asleep
you
because
also
I'm
couldn't
exhausted.
hold either of our jocks talking sports. So
I
there's
wasn't
that.
trying to.
Yeah.
But no, you guys talking sports, that went great before. Now we brought it full circle.
No, honestly, I actually think the audience craves more sports and less of you.
Okay. Well, luckily they're not going to get that, so don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, some days we can.
Sure, let's try that.
Maybe we should just start recording everything.
Maybe we should.
Maybe
Just
George and I
pre-record a package.
Maybe George and I start meeting every day at 3:00. We record the next morning show.
Yeah, let's
Don't
do
make
it.
me put the black glove on.
The black glove doesn't reach me anymore.
Oh.
You elevated me too high.
I don't know about that.
I
Oh,
guarantee
really?
you that.
I don't know about that.
I guarantee you.
Oh, listen, I wouldn't get too cocky.
Let's do it Thursday. We could have a conversation.
Let's do it.
Oh, I think that's a great idea.
Luckily, I'm on a flight for you.
Oh,
And unfortunately for me, I'm going to be with Yom Kippur,
that's true.
and I'm going to get to miss this. And this sounds like something that I need to not to be a part of. I just want to be a fly on the wall.
I'm just saying that sometimes it's a little too much of you, the audience.
That's fine. I'm glad that the audience.
Well,
thinks that.
I mean, they are the people we're serving.
Oh, come on. You're the first one to say the audience doesn't know what they're talking about.
No, I said I don't like taking calls.
Oh, okay.
What I would say is, yes, we know more times than not, but sometimes I don't disagree that it's a little too much of you just, kvetching.
Then they'll get used to it. Or they can listen to many other things.
I mean, they could, but we'd like them to listen to this thing.
Well, as long as they sample 15 hours of our station a day.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't, no offense, I'm not really worried about the other 15 hours. I'm worried about the 3 we do here.
Me too.
Okay.
And I'm worried about the other 12 too.
Well, and that's important for you to worry about.
You're right.
Yeah. So how about you trust us?
I don't. I trust you.
Okay, well, I believe by extension you should trust the gray hand
Now, see,
as well.
when you said to get back to things, we burned 6 more minutes.
Well, we did, but I mean, I have only burned the last 2.
Okay.
So you're only taking responsibility for 33% of the last burn?
Sure.
Okay, I understand.
You want to fill the next
Well,
two
and I
before
also
Evan,
feel like
or-
the mongrels enjoy when I
They
go
do.
after Christopher.
Yes, they do. They love
But
it.
I'm the only guy you can go after.
I don't know about that. I go after Cappy plenty.
Cappy and I. But you don't go after everybody else.
I don't think they deserve it.
Uh-huh.
What about Berge? Does he deserve it for dumping? Because you have used that phrase many, many times on the air and not been dumped.
I don't even know what the phrase you're talking about is.
You want to know what it was?
I'll turn off my mic. Ready? And we'll turn off my mic.
there we
Ready?
go. Yeah.
Go. Oh, come on, really?
Right.
Yeah, I've been dumped for it, so I heard it. I have been dumped for it.
He's been dumped on
times.
Mason in Ireland.
Yes,
By
on
who?
Mason. On
He's
Mason.
been dumped on Mason in Ireland.
Wait. Jorge,
My
did you
thing-
not normally dump that when?
Well, okay. So my thing was, if in doubt, leave it out. So
No,
that was
I
And
don't
guess
have
what?
a
If
problem
I'm
with
sitting in the
you.
room, don't worry about leaving it out.
I don't have a problem with you thinking that because that is your job. You are the last line of defense. But it's not that bad. It's not. It's not dumpable. The FCC is not fining you for saying that.
All I know is this: you have violated my First Amendment rights, and given the climate in this country at this time
And
right
now,
now,
Cappy,
and,
by the way,
working for Disney right now, how dare you violate my First Amendment
How
rights?
is it after over all the 12
What's
minutes
more-
of nonsense that Cappy somehow ends it with the worst thing you could have said?
No, that's a great thing.
No,
Yes,
actually,
he
it's not.
violated my First Amendment rights.
What's more egregious?
Yeah, tell me.
The dumping of that phrase, or Evan Cohen, who is now on the line, trying to convince America that Sean McVay is not the best head coach, football coach in his own town.
Come on, Ev.
What's wrong with you?
Come on, Ev.
Well, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. That's, you guys, and good job by you taking it out of context. Good job by you. I would have done the same thing. The whole setup was basically like, is there anyone that is more of a given at this point than Harbaugh? Than anyone that, without a championship that has a better reputation in the sport than Harbaugh? So McVay has two things. One, he has a championship, but two, because of the flirtation with retirement, it kind of, you wonder about next 10 years. I don't know that he wants to coach next 10 years. He actually has nothing to coach for, to his credit. Harbaugh still has a Super Bowl to coach for.
So that's actually quite an interesting perspective, Ev, from all the way across the country. I'd say those of us that are much closer to it, we have seen a transition in Sean McVay. By the way, you walk in the streets right now or what?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, careful. You've been run over once. Don't do it again.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why do you find that to be funny?
I mean, honestly, I don't know anyone.
Why is that funny?
I don't know anyone else who's been run over like that. So I'm also, and because we have known each other and we're friends, we've been friends for over 20 years. I worry about your safety.
And I want to know the story.
Got hit by a bus, this kid.
Nuh-uh.
Well, not a bus, but an airport van.
What happened?
So this. Now, Morales can't even stand up straight at media day.
Oh, we'll get to that. We will get to that.
Amazing too. Evan.
Morales
It
is
was
tripping
amazing.
over his own 2 feet at media day.
Just wait. I said it early this morning. Somebody here made a spectacle of themselves at media day yesterday, and proudly I report it was not me. Back to Evan Cohen getting run over by a bus.
Well, thanks, Cappy. We're live in New York. No, so here's what happened. So back in the day, I used to work 2 shows on radio. I would work the mornings on Sirius XM and the afternoons on ESPN West Palm, and I would do it from New York. Okay, so when I worked for Sirius XM, at times they would let me fill in for Christopher Mad Dog Russo in the afternoons, and so I did the mornings that day. I go home in between when I was living in New York City, and then I go back to Sirius XM to do the afternoons for Dog. And it was in June or July. So I'm like, oh, you know what? The show was over at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I didn't have kids at that point. So I'm like, I just walk home, right? It was probably a 20, 25-minute walk. So I am 10 blocks away from my house. I am crossing the street, and I'm doing this walk at a time where I normally would not be walking there. I cross the street. I remember I was literally on the phone with my producer in Florida because I didn't do the Florida show that day, and I was like, hey, just give me an update as to what happened. All of a sudden I look up, and an airport van pummeled me in the middle of a street in New York City that is a 2-way street. I'm lying in the middle of the street. I'm on the yellow lines in the middle of the street. I think, and I'm not making light of this, I literally think in that moment I'm dead. I'm like, there's no way I could have just been hit by an airport van, and I'm somewhat fine-ish. Next thing I know, I realize I'm not dead because I'm in an ambulance. I am on like a stretcher thing, and I see my wife, because I must have called her. I see my wife sprinting down the street, literally, I think, 7 months pregnant with our first child at that point. And I remember saying to the people that the EMT people or first responders, whatever, I'm like, please tell her not to run. She's pregnant. I'm okay, whatever. I go to the hospital. I have a banged up foot, arms, whatever. I'm like, all in all, I'm okay. Two things I remember vividly on the way home. Number one, I could not conceptually figure out how to walk on crutches. Could not do that. And the second, excellent sesame chicken that I had ordered previously on the way home that I forgot came to the delivery. You know what? Getting hit by the airport van, if sesame chicken from a good Chinese restaurant is at the other end, not the worst thing in the world.
No, that's pretty good.
Let's be honest.
No, that's pretty good. And what was the
That's
end
the
result?
only thing that didn't happen to Cappy when he was getting divorced was hit by a van.
Right. No, well, let me rephrase. No. Let me tell you something, George.
Did you get the sesame chicken, though, George? I mean, that's the important thing.
Let me tell you something right now. You're right. I wasn't hit by a van. I was steamrolled by a train.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And run over and backed up and run over again. And no sesame chicken, only a little bit of beef and broccoli, if you feel
You know
me.
what? You should have called Jacob and Ronnie.
That's a good idea. That's good advice. What happened? Did you wind up suing these guys? Did you make millions of dollars? What happened?
No, I didn't do a thing. Nope. I didn't press charges. I didn't sue. I did nothing. I did not. And maybe I should have retroactively, or thinking about it, I just did nothing. I literally did nothing.
844-24-JACOB, man.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
It's a very good call.
Call Jacob.com.
So, Ev, just back to this ridiculous notion.
Oh, yeah, back to Sean McVay.
Right.
This is a ridiculous thing
Let
you
us
said.
have a little
Yeah.
piece of this.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Sean McVay that you may not realize that maybe we do only because we're a little bit closer.
Cappy's pulling a "you're not from L.A." card.
No, it's
don't
more.
do that. His show's our morning
It's
show.
not like a "you're not from L.A." card. It's just that you're not as close to the Rams as we get to be.
I mean, Sean, we hug it out with Sean,
Yeah.
is what
No,
you're saying.
I think what I'm saying is that I agree. Sean McVay, there's a perception that, well, how much longer is he going to do this?
Oh, now I think he's way more reinvigorated.
And that's my point, Evan, is that if you got to know this guy just a little bit, like we have had the opportunity to, you realize that he is so now locked in long term.
Because he's in a good mental space now.
He's changed his whole mindset. And George and I did this interview a few months back with Chris Peterson, who used to be the coach at Boise State in Washington. And he consulted with Sean. And I'm not saying that was the seminal moment, but I think it did have a lasting impact.
Yeah.
That Sean McVay is now locked in to coaching, not for a year or two, unless something obviously drastically changes in his life. He's locked in for the long term now. Something has changed in his life.
Yeah. Well, I think he's found a good balance.
That's good for me to be aware of. I just will tell you a couple of things on that. Number one, the whole origin of that whole argument was, is there someone maybe in all of sports that has a better benefit of the doubt reputation without a title at their level than Jim Harbaugh?
Is there
the other thing on that, well, think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Like, how many people do you just assume, oh, they're unbelievable and they don't have a title? I know he has a Michigan title. I'm saying at that level.
Right. And that one's kind of tainted now that we know.
The Michigan title.
But still.
Yeah.
But, George, don't we all think
Listen,
Harbaugh
I have a bet. I have a bet with Cappy that the Chargers will win a Super Bowl within 5 years, and he's going to have to go down and cover a parade, which will drive him insane. So I like Harbaugh. The comparison, the way it was presented to us, based on what we had from an audio perspective, felt like it was just
No, it was.
silly.
It was a Harbaugh. You were right to take it the way you took it. I'm just giving you the origin part of it.
Yes.
I don't listen.
It's an origin story.
I got it.
Yes.
It's like when Anakin Skywalker, those first three movies, became Darth Vader.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is A+ versus A+ is basically what it is.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about these two guys, the other thing that also could
Because, by the way, we did use it as good content because Kyle Brandt came on, and we were like, Kyle, these guys in the morning before us are talking about Sean McVay versus – and then he went on for like 5 minutes about it. So it was good content for us. So thank you.
Does he talk about Real World Road Rules Challenge at all?
Oh, we talked to him about Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives was a much bigger subject for the two of us.
Yeah, because he was on that for a while. He was a kid on that show, basically.
Right.
Bo,
Hope.
What an amazing career.
It is.
Hey, Evan, how good looking is that guy, huh?
He's a very good looking guy.
He's handsome.
Hey, I have one side
Would
note. Well, important side note, George said that he and I have a bet that if the Chargers win a Super Bowl in our time together, that I will have to go cover the Charger parade. What George left out was that if the Padres win a World Series.
But that one doesn't really affect me in any way because I'm like, I don't really care about the Padres.
No, I know you don't.
But you hate the Chargers.
Right. And so, but I want you to have to cover the Padres World Series.
Okay, no problem.
And George has agreed.
I'd go down to the gas lamp for a couple days.
So do you think there's any chance the Padres could win the World Series this year and George could pay off this bet? Or I have a feeling what he'll do is he'll be like, nah, sorry, I got an NBA game. Oh, sorry, I got a college football game.
Well,
Can't do it.
I mean, if there's an actual
that was
game.
an inside shot.
Yeah, that
Cappy.
was a shot.
That was a shot.
That's a shot.
I mean, sorry that I do other things.
No, that's not acceptable. You have to go cover the parade.
Yeah.
A bet's a bet.
Well, we'll have to
Did
cover.
you just ask me if I think the Padres are going to win the World Series?
Well, yeah, mostly because I want George to go cover the parade.
That's the hottest topic anyone's talking. Hold on, let me ask people in the streets of New York: are the Padres going to win the World Series?
Well, it's important to me. That I can tell you. Yeah.
I'd rather talk about the South Bay Lakers than if the Padres are going to win the World Series.
See, but that's why I want George to go cover it, because George has the same opinion you do.
Yeah.
They're just the little gutty little Padres.
Yeah.
And I would like to see
No,
them.
it's not about that. It's just, I mean, I could give you. I picked the Dodgers to win it all today. That's a bold prediction, let me tell you.
Yeah, really went out on a limb.
Yeah, it's wild. I got hit by an airport van prior. I don't know what came out of me there.
That's brain damage is what that is.
So, Evan.
Can we talk about Morales, please? It's been about 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. What happened with you at the Lakers? Yeah.
So yesterday,
Thank you, George.
I finished So what happens is they go on, a guest, a Laker, will go on with Mason and Ireland. Then they will come over to our little area right next door, adjacent, where they record liners like, "Hi, it's Austin Reeves. You're listening to Lakers basketball." They record with me, and then Beto does social media. It's like a little car wash there, right? After we finished the last player that I had to do on my list, I put all my stuff down, and I went to go walk to the restroom. And I have to walk by the stage where the players are doing their podium interviews. Well, the rug was kind of curled up a little bit, and I was wearing boots, and my boot caught it, and it was one of those things in slow motion in my head. I went, uh-oh, I'm going down. Now, luckily, I've fallen a lot since I got out of the hospital just because of the meds and everything, so I kind of know how to roll. So I go flying, and I realized I fell in front of the not in front of the podium, right behind it, and one of the wonderful human beings at the Lakers goes, "Oh, my God, are you okay?
Yeah, because they thought you were going to own the team.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm fine. They literally followed
Forget about
me.
Mark Walter. Christopher Morales is going to be the new owner.
I was like, by the way, and then LeBron's gone.
No, I love Bronny now. We
Okay.
connected yesterday.
I understand.
Now, so then
I told you, Bronny's a sweet kid.
I walked to the restroom. They're waiting for me when I get out of the restroom, and they're like, "You're sure you're okay, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." Now we're efforting to get the video of me falling, but here's the important part. Trudell afterwards goes, "Oh, my God, you fell right in front of us," and everybody reacted, even Gabe Vincent on the podium. Let's play that audio, please.
Having some size in there where I felt like we might have been lacking towards the playoff run last year, that would be huge for us.
Everybody's good.
I hope so.
So the reaction there, everybody's good, was him reacting to the noise, the thud of me flying on the floor.
Oh, my God.
So I was standing over there, and I think I was talking to Jim Hill possibly, and I heard this loud.
You mean you think you were talking to Jim Hill? You're not sure
I don't
you were
remember
talking to the legendary Jim Hill?
I was talking to Jim Hill at one point. I
Okay.
don't remember if that was the point that
Gotcha.
Morales fell.
Gotcha.
But I heard the loud thud and turned around and saw him getting up off the ground.
Oh,
The thud was very loud.
Palpable, if you will.
It was palpable. Was a great word for
Greg,
it. Yes.
Greg, is that just the best way of describing anything Morales does in life for 40-plus years? He's just a loud thud.
I like
That's what it is.
We almost lost him again last night. We were out on our evening walk around downtown L.A., and he almost went down for a second time yesterday. Like
And you know what kind of sound that would make, Cappy?
a very,
loud thud.
very loud thud. Exactly
A loud
right.
thud. And
Yep.
would you have gotten sesame chicken afterwards? He dies and you get a little sesame chicken.
I think instead I went with the lemon chicken last night because we
Lemon chicken, okay.
we go to the same spot every night for dinner. So
Now, real quick, Evan, 7:28. Good morning, by the way. We are doing on Thursday for the high holiday. We are doing our. Oh yeah, you want the quack quack? Hold on.
Quack quack.
You want the? We are doing a Yom Kippur special on Thursday. We've recorded fresh content for it, and because Cappy is celebrating Yom Kippur, we
I don't
need
know about a celebration. but-
producer Jorge.
It's not really a celebratory holiday.
Right.
Producer Jorge has to run Rams in the afternoon, so he's not going to be here. I'm going to use that day to go get my vitals done because I'm a little bit behind on lab work. So we're taking the day off, but we're going to have fresh content. Would you like to record something right now for the Yom Kippur special that'll air Thursday morning? 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
L.A., hey, it's Evan Cohen. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. I actually can't do that. I actually can't. I don't think it's appropriate.
Evan, I said the same thing to George yesterday. I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, you kept saying I'm
Now,
here, but I'm not
working,
here.
though?
Right.
Kathy, I am working, though. I am working.
You're working on
And
Yom
Craig
Kippur?
Karmazin is flying in to do a meeting with us in L.A. So, Cappy, you're the one taking the day off.
Yeah, it's the most important day of the year.
But he's not because he's on the air.
Well, that's right, because of the Yom Kippur special.
It's the one day of the year where I have to, really get back to my roots.
We
you know?
created, I thought it was a good workaround. We created fresh content that we haven't used. And it's not a best of. It's actual fresh content that we will or have recorded.
And Bergman's going to record
Who
fresh
did
Dodgers
you record with? Koufax? Danny Shea?
And yes,
and Rob Havenstein from the Rams offensive line.
And Bergman is going to do a fresh blue review because the Dodgers will have played Game 2 of the Reds. So
and we'll cut it in
Sounds
post-production.
like it's a Jew review is what it is.
Oh, we need to just change the name right now. The
not
Jew
gonna dump
review is
that, are you,
exactly.
Bernie?
No, dump it, Bernie.
Wait,
Don't
why would
dump- don't
Jew
dump
is not
that,
a bad
you
word.
know? Don't
why
dump it,
do you
Bernie.
think Jew is a bad word?
I don't.
I wouldn't
You
dump.
think I just
Well,
said
but
bad
you
word?
dumped something earlier that was completely benign.
Okay, Evan, you can weigh in on this. There was a
Wait,
word.
hold on. Wait, Greg, hold on. Kathy, are you saying I was just inappropriate by saying Jew review?
No, I thought you were hilarious.
So the bit is that
okay.
I put
I'm
the
just
coming.
nervous for a second.
I put a drop in the end of the Open from Coming to America where he says "goddamn," and then Berkey didn't dump that, so because he knows better not to dump my Open. But then Cappy repeated the entire thing, and he dumped Cappy saying "GD."
I've been dumped in the past, Evan, for saying GD. So I heard Cappy saying, "Oh," and I dumped. It was just a reaction.
Which meant is if you're listening terrestrially, now a lot of our fans are watching on YouTube or listening on the app where there's no delay. But if you're listening terrestrially, it sounded very disjointed what just happened because we dumped.
I'm going to say that Corporate Greg acted like Corporate Greg. I think that's his job. I think his job is to protect the hosts.
Thank you, Corporate
he
Greg.
did the right thing.
You're welcome, Cappy.
You're like
Did the right
you're
thing.
like the corporate champion around here. That's what you are.
Really appreciate you, dog.
Can't wait to be the corporate champion.
That's got well, you
Oh,
know,
no,
Lindsay,
that's how he
Lindsay
said
can
it.
tell you that was a very successful wrestling storyline at one point.
Yeah,
the corporate champion.
I think
Actually, I
the
have no
return
idea
of
who that
Corporate
is.
Greg is coming back now.
Corporate
Oh,
Greg
boy.
really had my back
never
this
changed
morning. He really did. And I think a lot of it, we had a major bonding session yesterday.
Oh,
Corporate
you
Greg
bond?
and I.
Oh, yeah, because you did F45 together.
We
right?
went and we did F45.
Now, did you increase your metabolism, you think, because of that? You got a little perspiration
Do
on
I?
your upper lip.
Do I?
I'm just curious.
Did you sniff keys this morning?
I would say that that Corporate Greg and I, we worked out together.
Yeah.
We sweated together.
Ooh.
We suffered
Are you
together.
blood brothers now?
And I think that there was and by the way, a very culturally diverse group of people working out together yesterday
Yeah,
at
it was.
F45. You had black people and you had Hispanic people and you had Asian people. And then the
We
two live
we
Jews showed up, right?
Kathy,
The two Jews
Kathy,
showed
you
up.
don't have to list out all of the different diversities.
No. They're
You know what?
Asian
You know,
people were there.
you know what Evan and I do together when he comes.
Everybody when they walk in.
Right, I checked them all out.
You know what
There's
Evan
a
and I
black
do
guy,
when we
there's
get together here in L.A.? I take him to Fat Sal's. That's
Oh, yeah?
what I do.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have never been to Fat Sal's. I like to try Fat Sal's.
Fat Sal's is
and by the
good.
way, Chris, in the class yesterday, I actually got to learn what a real life torta looks like. I thought.
Now I'm envisioning Cappy standing at the front of the F-45 with a clipboard, and somebody walks in. I'm sorry, what race are you? What nationality? Ethnicity? Religion?
He's like the
I mean,
census.
what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why do you have to do the torch of it?
Cappy is the census.
He's the in-person census guy at an F-45 class.
Yeah.
By the way, no torch on Thursday this Thursday because we're doing Yom Kippur Thursday.
Yeah. Just a brief pause.
Bergie, am I right on the torta?
I mean, you're right, but I wasn't expecting that this morning.
They should have dumped that one.
And by the way, the F-45 didn't. The torta made it through the F-45.
Oh, she rocked it.
Don't say she.
Come on, man.
Yeah, she was awesome.
All right, Evan. I think we got a lot in.
I
love coming on, Evan.
Yeah.
And by the way, McVay's a way better coach. Just to finish, to finish the conversation.
There you go. All right.
Unsportsmanlike. You
See
can
ya.
wake up with Evan and Michelle and Canty.
Brought it all back together.
Weekdays
Good job, Captain.
3 to 7 a.m. leading into our show. Meanwhile, 7:33 right now. Sedano, tell us about our friends with the hardwood, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring.
Oh, lots of hardwood to discuss this morning for sure. If you need it, get to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. Your home, your rental, your ADU, your business, whatever it is. All right? Dr. Clapper, for his business, connected with Steven, one of the crazy Hernandez brothers. My buddy Evan Garcia needed turf because they do turf too. It's not just the indoor flooring, it's the outdoor flooring as well. So call them at 866-62-FLOOR. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, legitimately family run. Papi Hernandez started it 57 years ago. You got the crazy Hernandez brothers. Mom's there, aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces, cousins, sisters, sons, daughters, you name it. And authentic old school TLC wholesale pricing year round. No bogus sales, no gimmicks, just the best price from the start. And that's why I say it and I mean it. No sale beats wholesale. So whether it is that hardwood, the laminate, the tile, the vinyl, the carpet, the turf for outside, you name it, they got it. Over 5 million square feet of in-stock inventory. You can see it, touch it, take it home with you on the same day. And that's huge, especially when trying to finish a project fast. It's why designers, contractors, and builders all shop here. They know the crazy Hernandez brothers are going to take care of you. So call them at 866-62-FLOOR. And check this out. If you're a first responder, active military, or a veteran, you receive additional discounts on top of the already low prices. And if you find a better price, which I doubt, just call them at 866-62-FLOOR. Ask for one of the crazy Hernandez brothers. Tell them your square footage. Tell them what some place is offering you, and they'll match it. No questions asked. So head down to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, the OG location in Commerce, or in Orange County in Santa Ana. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. No games, no gimmicks. Just the best price in town year-round, because no sale beats wholesale, homeboy. Check them out on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. That's HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
7:35. Thank you, Sedano. Sedano and Kap in the morning. Andrew Whitworth, Big Whit's going to join us at 8 a.m. Geeter from Spectrum Sportsnet in the 9 a.m. hour. But up next, we'll talk some Dodgers baseball. Sedano and Kap morning show on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. We are back in 3 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Kap morning show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Visit CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap morning show.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, Thursday, October 2nd, this Thursday, for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia and tickets to an upcoming ESPN LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. And I'm putting Rams fans on the air live from HPC after the game. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can party and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 and older. See you there Thursday.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
The Sedano and Kap morning show.
Here we go. The MLB wild card begins today, and you can catch playoff baseball all day from ESPN Radio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Just hit the ESPN Radio Live sports tile. And tonight at 6 p.m., we bring you the Dodgers and Reds in Game 1 of the NL Wild Card live on 7:10 a.m. and on the all-new ESPN LA app, courtesy of ESPN Radio. And be sure to react on the game tomorrow morning at 6:30 with the Blue Review on the ESPN LA YouTube channel and the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. That's this morning show tomorrow at 7 a.m. right here on ESPN LA. 2 minutes from right now, back with Sedano and Kap.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, Get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you...
Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Straight up, homeboy.
George Sedano.
I got to pop it up higher.
Right.
Scott Kaplan.
Like for me, I'm a morning scraper.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
When I get that feeling, I want
7:39. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Tuesday. On this day in 1982, Marvin Gaye released the single "Sexual Healing." Kathy.
Put it right in your mouth.
Yeah. Also, today is
what a great song.
National Chewing Gum Day.
Oh, really? I don't really chew gum very often anymore.
I do it when
once
I walk
in a blue moon.
Yeah.
I have a thing of gum in my car. So, like, when I get out of my car, if my breath tastes like something that it shouldn't taste like, then I'm like, I'll have a little gum. Just spearmint it out.
You like
Wintergreen.
spearmint, right?
Wintergreen.
I'm a spearmint guy.
Yeah.
Wintergreen is a little much.
I like the cup of gum that comes in now. Like it's not like individual pieces. Like
I like a stick.
A stick?
I like to put the stick in my mouth.
Oh yeah, because I like the little balls. You know what I mean?
You like the balls in your mouth?
Well, just a little.
See, why'd you do that, Cap? You set me up. You're a bad guy.
Yeah, and like the plastic container thingy.
Especially while this song is playing.
I know, exactly.
Makes me feel so fine.
Don't dump it, Bergie. Don't dump it.
Come on, Berg.
That's not that word.
Corporate Greg. I love that today, on September 30th, 2025, Corporate Greg returned.
Yeah.
It never really went away.
No, I tried to make it go away.
We did, but it's still on my Twitter and my Instagram.
I think it's a good. I think you could have like multiple personalities on this show. You could have.
That is
you
true.
could be Corporate Greg. You could be Bruin Boy.
Blue Review Greg.
You could be Blue Review Greg.
Yeah.
Right. Like you could be like the different personalities. You know what I mean? Like it's you choose which lane you want to go down on a given day.
I got multiple personality disorder. That's just how
That's
that
fine.
works on the show.
That's great. Honestly.
Speaking of which, how about the Dodgers?
Yes.
Oh, the Dodgers.
Right, so be Bergie from the Blue Review.
Okay.
With Bergman and team.
Switch.
Right. So I'm of the opinion, and maybe it's just because I have this perception of Cincinnati as one of these teams that just kind of barely made it in and got a lot of help to make it in. Like I have this perception that the Dodgers at home over the course of a 3-game series will make very quick work of Cincinnati.
See, I am curious to hear your thoughts on this, Greg, because I just think the playoffs can be so random in a short series that anything crazy can happen. I don't know. I mean, maybe Cappy ends up being right, but I don't know. But you watch more baseball than anyone here combined, I feel like. So
probably.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's going to be tough. The Reds still had to take that division. They still had to get past the Mets. And yes, the Mets absolutely imploded, but they still had to get past it, and they still had to play well enough to get there. They have really good pitching between Hunter Greene and Nick Lodolo, who Nick Lodolo just shoves against the Dodgers in a couple times that he's pitched against them this year.
He shoves.
They have other good Ty Abbott, and they have Nick Martinez, the guys that actually pitch really, really well. Their pitching staff is great.
And they played a tough division.
Did play in a tough division, so it's not going to be easy. Their offense is not very good, and that's where it comes to. Ellie De La Cruz is the best hitter on that team, and he hasn't been great in the second half. He really has. I'm going to give you some numbers, but he has a 776 OPS, and that's the highest on the team, and that's just above league average.
Yeah, they've had a rough stretch offensively. Their pitching has absolutely carried.
It is absolutely going to. So you have to be able to get them out early to get to their bullpen, and if you don't, they're going to go 6-7 innings.
Yeah, and what Dave Roberts had to say yesterday was interesting, though, just in terms of, and I think he's right, he's just like, hey, look, this is a younger team that hasn't been here. In comparison to the Dodgers, obviously, this is 13 straight years now in the postseason, right?
Yeah.
And 12 of 13 division championships.
Yep. Yeah.
So you have a team in the Dodgers that have been there, that have won the World Series a couple of times, that have a lot of veteran guys who have been around these championship caliber teams who've won these division titles. So you have the Dodgers who have all the experience, and on top of that, you have the Dodgers who have the home field advantage. And with that, I think that the Dodgers win this series in 2. I think they just sweep them right out. But as Dave points out, Dave Roberts says, but on the other hand, they've got youthful enthusiasm and a little bit of naivete. I mean, that did I say that right? Naivete.
What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I mean, I'm looking for a little confirmation.
Like you
here.
started the next word and then you're
I
like,
was
wait.
almost worried. Like, wait a second. And I looked at you, Chris,
naivete,
because I look at you as a guy who speaks fluent French, because you
Really?
always say things like accoutrement.
I learned that from Tony Bruno, though.
Okay, so you don't speak.
Jean-Marie.
So you don't speak fluent French.
Naivete French?
I don't know, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway, you take a young group of kids who've never been there before, and you put them up against a bunch of guys who've been there every year, seemingly, of their Dodger career.
Right.
And do the young guys come in and just let it fly?
Well, what ends up happening is if the Reds play well in this series, the typical answer becomes, well, you don't know what you don't know, so there's just they don't feel any pressure, you know what I mean? Because they're the underdog and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden it becomes the opposite for the Dodgers. Oh, my God, they're under pressure, you know, blah. It just depends on how it all plays out. That's just how people are going to side. But if the Reds do not play well, it's going to be, they were on the big stage, and it's going to be that. It's just whatever happens is the way.
They just barely got in, you know. Here, a lot of tickets available, though, for tonight's
There is a
game.
lot of tickets available.
And I can't blame people. Seriously. And here's why.
See, I don't like this. I
What
don't like where you're going with this.
What's that?
You're going to say, well, it's the first round. You're expected to go to the World Series. It's the Reds. No, dude, you got to show up.
Well, here's what I was going to say.
6 o'clock game, so that changes things.
Here's what
Show
I was
up,
going to say.
bro.
I was going to say this. Well, it's the Reds, and they're not really exciting.
They are exciting.
And you know, you're expected to go to the World Series.
All right.
And so, but really what I would,
show up, bro.
But here's what I think, though, that if I were going to spend money to go to the Dodgers postseason games, this is not where I'd spend my money.
Well, this ticket's going to be a lot cheaper than the next round and the next round and the next round, right?
Yeah, this actually, I think you can go to the reserve level for like 60, 70
Oh,
bucks.
I saw $45.
I'm with Lindsay. I think you take advantage and go.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a Dodger playoff game.
Well, okay, but then listen, I'm not here to tell everybody how to fan, okay? And I'm not here to criticize
What are you, JT the Brick?
I mean, you
What do
are
you mean?
kind of doing that.
No, I'm saying I agree with people. Like I would rather, if I only had a finite amount of money that I could spend on Dodgers postseason playoff tickets, and you said to me, well, I can go to this Reds game, or
and
I
it's
can
going to be
wait.
way less expensive?
Yeah, I'm saying I would if I don't have the money.
If you don't have the money, you should buy the less expensive ticket.
Right, but
Or just not go at all.
Right, or
Watch it on
I
TV.
want to save what I have so I
TV's
can buy a
good.
ticket for the next round. So
But the next round is really expensive.
I know everybody has made that point.
So your point is valid. I get what you're saying. But
Yeah.
I don't think people want to go to a wild card game if they think they could go to a World Series game.
Right, but that's my point is that there are a lot of tickets available, and you would think that with the passion that this city has for the Dodgers, maybe it's just people have that expectation, like, well, you know what, they're going to kill the Reds anyway, so I'll just wait until the next round.
Yeah,
Or I don't want to spend
I don't
want to spend money to see a team like the Reds, who I didn't really know that much about during the season. Or maybe it's just, hey, we do this every year. So
That's
what's the
thing.
big deal?
Why not save your money? And if you think your team's going to go to the World Series, spend your money. If you have a finite amount of money and you don't want to just put it on a credit card, wait.
That's precisely what I'm getting at.
Oh, well, I made that point in 5 seconds. You took 2
No,
minutes.
I made the exact point about 3 minutes ago.
I think I'm with Greg and Lindsay. I think you go because it's cheap and you take advantage of the fact that the prices are undervalued at the moment.
You also got a lot of great players out there. Even for the
Yeah.
Reds, Hunter Greene is an amazing talent.
I mean,
Ellie De La
Ellie De La
Cruz
Cruz is awesome.
Phenomenal. So
Anyway,
phenomenal.
Tell us about our friends Cappy at Seller's Advantage.
Oh, I would love to do that. It'd be my absolute pleasure. First of all, big shout out to my man Damon Lyons, their CEO. This guy is really passionate about helping people. And when I say helping people, he's looking to help people that want to sell their homes for whatever reason. Maybe you're wanting to downsize. Maybe your kids have gone out of the house now and you got too much house. Maybe you're ready to pack it up, move to another place, and take all that equity and live happily ever after somewhere else. Maybe you've had a home that you've inherited that you don't want to be a landlord and you don't want to pay the property taxes. Whatever reason it is that you want to sell, Damon and his team at Seller's Advantage can help you. And if you want to take advantage of the equity in your home, now is a great time call Seller's Advantage, because here's what they do. They come over to your home, they look around, they know what the comps are in the neighborhood, and then they're going to make you a competitive cash offer. We hear from a lot of Sellers Advantage customers that the offer is often more than they expected. But the reason that you want to take this competitive cash offer is because if you hire an agent, that agent's going to tell you paint the walls, do a bunch of landscaping, put money into the house, and now you've got to put money out hoping to make more on the sale. Do you really want to spend $30, $40, $50, $100,000 to sell your house to bring back $150,000? It seems like a real pain in the ass. It costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. We make selling easy and painless. We'll even offer you a $20,000 advance for moving and other expenses. So if it's time to sell your home, it's time to call Sellers Advantage. 888-390-AS-IS. We'll buy it as is. 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-2747. Or visit them online at sellersadvantage.com.
Thank you, Cappy. 7:49. Good morning, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. So Andrew Whitworth is joining us right at 8 a.m., which means we're going to move the morning roll call up. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. Let's bang a couple calls. Bang them. Rack them, too. We'll rack them if we want to. Your mic's not on.
Are you JT the Brick now?
Maybe.
I mean, you're banging calls.
Maybe. That's next. We'll do the morning roll call. Whitworth at 8 o'clock. Then we got the Cap 10. Geeter from Spectrum Sportsnet is going to join us in the 9 o'clock hour. Busy morning. It's a Tuesday, a live imaging Tuesday presented by our friends in Providence right here, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We are back in 2.5 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
East Central Hotel, the official downtown home away from home for Cappy and Morales. EastCentralHotel.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Water, power, comfort. NextGen protects it all with the Home Hero Bundle. Do you like the taste of your water? If not, get your free alkaline reverse osmosis system when you install whole home water filtration. Clean, healthy water every tap. Add a heater treater for just $4.99 to shield your plumbing from hard water damage. And when you bundle in HVAC or electrical service, you'll save 10% instantly. One call, one team, total home protection. Call NextGen 833-3-NEXGEN or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com today. CSLB number 1011173.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Football fans, join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, this Thursday, October 2nd, for the Rams postgame show, live at Hollywood Park Casino. Score signed memorabilia, grab tickets to future ESPN LA events, and keep the party going at LA's hottest card room. Plus, I want your live reaction. If you're going to the game, come to HPC afterwards. I'll put you on the air and make Travis nervous. Let's have some fun. Hollywood Park Casino, 3883 West Century Boulevard in Inglewood. This Thursday, after the game, must be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino, where LA comes to party and play 24/7. We are back in 90 seconds.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where exceptional care is tailored 100% to kids. And it's where every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one need: your child's health. Whether it's routine care or a life-saving procedure, CHLA is where families turn to when outcomes truly matter. Children's Hospital Los Angeles, 125 years of building hope and healthier futures. Go to chla.org today.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
7:53, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On this day in 1997, this group, Next, released their debut album, Rated Next, Cappy.
Great song.
This is the kind of music you can grind. Maybe with a torta, you never know.
Could happen.
In your hand.
Yeah, in your hand, of course.
Could happen. Oh, go on, big boy. Yeah.
Meanwhile, it is time for the morning roll call. Who's it brought to you by?
Morocco Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, just the 90 minutes from wherever you are.
And we say good morning to Daniel in L.A. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning. No, I understand apathy for Dodgers fans after 13 straight postseason appearance. It's just a wild card series. It's a newfangled system, and it's the Reds. If it were the Mets, of course, tickets would be about double, but it's the Reds. Everybody's saving up for the Phillies and other series. But I just want to bring out that some people at this point, they say they won't go to these Dodger games in the middle of the week, even though they're cheaper, because I'm a couple of subscribers to a couple of Facebook Dodger groups. There's no promotional items. I don't want to pay extra if I don't get a promotional item. I'm thinking, who gives it out in the postseason? Maybe a Raleigh towel, but that's about it. But I just want to bring out, yes, there is apathy after all these Dodger postseason appearances that now, I don't know, I'll save for the Phillies and the Brewers and maybe the Yankees again or the Mariners, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Good job, Daniel.
Well, I just see like Ron the Caddy in our live YouTube chat. He didn't know that tickets were still available. And he says, I just bought a ticket, $44 reserve between home plate and first base. So I'm just saying, like, you know, if you didn't know that tickets were available, they are. And I grant you, it's a 6 o'clock game, right, Bergie? First pitch is 6.
6:08, yep.
So you think about, like, what that is in terms of what time you got to leave and battle traffic and so on. By the way, think about Thursday. Should it go to Thursday, you'll have the Dodgers and the Reds on Thursday, and you'll have, of course, the 49ers visiting the Rams on Thursday. What a big night that could be.
Big night, Cappy. Andrew Whitworth joins us in about 4 minutes. Sedano, tell us about our friend Jacob Emrani.
Yeah, you get into an accident, as I told Evan Cohen, you call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. Tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew here at 710 sent you. But, hey, L.A., let me tell you this, especially the black and gold faithful. If you rep LAFC, if your heart pounds when those drums hit at BMO, then you know what it means to fight with passion. That's exactly how Jacob Emrani fights for you. He's not just a personal injury attorney. He's the official legal partner of the LAFC. And when you're hurt in a crash, when you're overwhelmed and don't know what to do next, Jacob is who you call to protect your rights and fight for every dollar that you deserve. And now, here's your chance to connect both worlds, the field and the fight. This Wednesday, mañana, October 1st, from 3 to 4, head over to the law offices of Jacob Emrani downtown tomorrow afternoon, because Ryan Raposo and Timothy Tillman, Cappy's boy, 2 stars from the LAFC, will be there for a fan meet and greet.
Love Timothy Tillman.
I mean, it's right down the street.
What a guy.
Yeah. Come say what's up, grab a selfie, show your support, and meet the man LAFC trusts when it comes to standing up for Angelinos, Jacob Emrani. If you've been injured in an accident, call Jacob. Don't wait. Call him at 844-24-JACOB. Tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew here at 710 sent you. Don't talk to the insurance company first. They'll try to lowball you, blame you, or delay your claim. Call Jacob. He's been repping LA sports fans like you for years because he shows up when it counts. Call him at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB, or visit him online at calljacob.com.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
You can tell Halloween is near by all the colorful Christmas lights. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
3 amazing cigars, spectacular spirits, and a feast fit for kings. Also, a live performance by Martini Kings. Smoking good times, October 5th.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Land Rover Defender, October 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Catch Bret Michaels' only SoCal engagement, November 21st, only at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
You ever notice the harsh feeling and chlorine taste in LA's water? That's why I made the switch to Life Source Water. Their whole house water system gives clean, filtered water from every tap in my house. It's become our essential appliance we love using every day. With Life Source, you deal directly with their local factory. No middlemen, no hassle. Take advantage of a double dip in savings for up to $1,250 off. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Warranty limitations apply.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's game time at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring.
Just like LAFC protects their home turf, we help you protect yours with quality floors at unbeatable wholesale prices. No gimmicks, no markups, just deals every day. From waterproof hardwood to carpet, laminate to artificial grass, the crazy Hernandez brothers have you covered. Don't settle for anything less than a championship-level home. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. That's 866-62-FLOOR. Or shop on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
LA, get ready. The 52nd annual Los Angeles Korean Festival is back October 16th through the 19th at Seoul International Park in Koreatown. 4 days of amazing food, live K-pop, and traditional performances, arts, culture, and fun for the whole family. Best part? Admission is free. Don't miss one of LA's biggest cultural celebrations, the LA Korean Festival, October 16th through the 19th. For details, visit lakoreanfestival.org.
The post-crib assembly press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:01, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, 710 ESPN, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. The great Andrew Whitworth will join us Thursday Night Football. Thursday night on Amazon Prime. The Rams, the Niners. Yes, Shinano. We are efforting Andrew in just a moment.
I love it. Rams, Niners, Cappy. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Well, you know, you were talking just a moment ago. I was saying that for the Dodger game tonight, it's hard to believe that there are tickets available, but I understand people kind of not being into the wild card round and wanting to possibly save for the later round. The opposite, I feel, is true for this Rams-Niners game on Thursday night, because I would just say this. If the Rams fan base, not if the Rams as an organization, if the Rams fan base wants to be taken seriously, then you can't have half the stadium be Niner fans. And that means that the Ram fans can't go out and sell their tickets. Now, again, I have some compassion for it's an early game and it's traffic and you got to leave work early. I get all of that.
Nah, bro, got to be there.
But this is a Thursday night football game. This is a very special thing.
Right, and this is a great rivalry between these two teams. And listen, the Niners are 3-1. The Rams are 3-1. The Niners have already won 2 in the division. This is a big game early in the season. Are we on this wit or what? Like, fans got to show up. Rams, I think the Rams need to take advantage of this opportunity. They've yet to play a division game. This one's a big deal already early in the season.
It's huge. Are you kidding me? Come on, baby. Biggest game of the year right here. A chance to move to first place in the division.
And, Whit, I look at this game and I see what happened to San Francisco this past Sunday at home against Jacksonville. And I see what the Rams did even in a loss against Philadelphia. And I look at this game and I say, Rams got to win this game. Rams should win this game. How do you feel about it?
He hung up.
We dropped.
There was some kind of echo.
Yeah, there was an
here.
echo. We'll get him back in a second. Cappy, maybe you just don't do talk in this interview. Maybe
Yeah,
he got mad.
Maybe that's what it is.
No, we want you, Cappy.
Maybe that's what it is.
Don't get all bent out of
No,
shape.
no, I'm not bent out of shape, but I'm worried about the technology issue.
Okay, well,
You know, I mean, I got to go back to Sedano's point. I mean,
Yeah.
Sedano,
We
do
need the
something.
tools.
Do something.
We need the tools.
I can only do so many things.
George, please do something. Handle it, will you, please?
I mean, what? You're not an AT&T or whatever, Verizon or whatever we
I got
use?
to get one of those little the hard hats with the light on it.
Yeah.
Really.
What do they call that?
Like a miner hat? Is that what that's called?
No, when you have like the little light in the front of the hat.
But
What
if
is
we
that
had
called?
the technology where we could just bring them up on the YouTube, it would be, and pump in the audio, it would be so much easier.
You're right.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
Me, this is not my department. This is where I just encourage George.
I understand.
To then
Andrew
bully you.
Big
All right,
Wit is
Let's
back.
bring Big Wit back. We got you, bro.
Big Wit, we got you. You
Got
good?
me back? Come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah. Well, I know. So
I'm
Big
ready to
Wit-
go. I'm jacked up. I'm knocking stuff over in here. I'm ready to go, baby. Thursday night. Let's get it.
Let me tell you something. This guy has so much fun. When I watch those Amazon broadcasts,
Yeah.
I mean, these guys on set are having a blast. I saw what you tweeted yesterday too. I honestly, I don't know how you guys kept it together. You and Sherman on that.
Yeah, listen, we have a good time. Our group is not scared to have a good time and let our personality show, and it's been fun, man. We try to celebrate every city we go to every week, and it's been a blast.
And let me tell you, I thought last week the conversation about Russell Wilson playing himself out of the Hall of Fame, and then Sherm going all LOB on us, I thought that was a really interesting conversation of a guy who had Hall of Fame credentials, but the end of his career has been so bad. What did you think about all that, Whit?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting conversation. I mean, obviously, we know the impact he had when he was in Seattle, but I think it's one of those things that sometimes creating the whole picture is really you look at all the things they had and the success they had defensively and how dominant they were. It's just really more of a reflection back on, man, sometimes we think of these teams, and I think because we only think of the guy that's standing up there doing a press conference every week, we give a lot of credit to just the quarterbacks or just a head coach maybe, and maybe we forget about how legendary some of these full actual teams are, because we see that in the NFL every week, man. We can talk about quarterbacks all we want, and obviously they're a massive part of the game, and they're it's probably what I would argue the toughest position in the world to play, but none of them are getting there without good football teams around them, and the reality for them in Seattle was that Legion of Boom defense was insane. I played against it. I played in Seattle during that time. I mean, that was a defense that every time you ever played them, you knew it was going to be a long day, and you're going to fight, scratch, and claw for any opportunities to score. And so I think it's just a reflection more on Russell obviously had a great career and a great time there in Seattle, but also that was a really special football team that was more probably than just Russell Wilson.
Well, listen, I'm with you, and I can apply that to the Rams. I feel like this team really got going last year when a very young defense really started to kind of get into their groove, right? I mean, towards the end of the season, they started putting tons of pressure on the quarterback. They had 17 sacks in the playoffs, which was more than anyone even through the Super Bowl, and they didn't get there. They only went through the first couple rounds. And then this year, they've got 14 sacks already, which is tied for the league lead. To your point, like this Rams team is as good as the offense is, as good as Matt Stafford is and Sean is at their job. The defense has really helped them in a way, especially post Aaron Donald, that I don't know if anyone foresaw.
Yeah, I agree. And, boy, you're pushing it this week calling Matthew Matt again now. You know Kelly's going to get fired up.
Oh, I know. My bad. My bad.
Really don't get her fired up now.
Right.
You're going to get Kelly fired up now. Make sure you say Matthew.
Yeah.
All right. Now, listen, on that defense, you're right. I say this all the time. I really think you look at Jared Verse and this defense, and I particularly point to him because it's not that Byron Young obviously is having a great start to the season, but I look at Jared as really a guy who the moment he showed up, he brought an identity and a swagger to who they are. And what I mean by that is regardless of his success, just the attitude, the trash talk, the energy he brings every week, and then also being able to back it up with the physicality he likes to play with, that all of a sudden makes your side of the ball. It's like walking into a fight and you got the big buddy with you that everybody's scared of. And the reality is that when you walk in that room with him, there's an intimidation factor. There's an aura that your group has, and Jared brings that. When they walk in a room, Jared Verse brings that energy and that identity to them that we're going to be physical and we're going to get after you and we're about to play hard. And I think you kind of see it apply to other guys. And now you see guys elevate their game. They feel that energy he has. Like, you always need that kind of guy in your huddle. And Jared really instantly brought this to this group. And then this year, you add a Poona Ford, you add some of these guys that you're like, man, who they are and how they kind of handle their business and doing their job. I think you start to look at it and you got a group that you go, man, we got a lot of guys that can do their job. I know we say that all the time in this game, but a lot of guys can't do it week in and week out. And they got a lot of guys that can. And so that's why you get excited about the opportunity here. Even seeing Josiah Stewart and a guy like that who stepped up as a young player already and made some plays for us. Like, it's almost infectious, that energy and that belief and that confidence. So I'm excited about this crew to see where this defense goes as the year goes on.
Yeah, I agree. And by the way, one of the things I really am excited about is the secondary, because when you've got that kind of front seven, you see the plays that have been made in the secondary, including those 2 picks by Cam Curl this past weekend. But, Whit, I got to go to the offensive side of the ball. One of the things I talk about every week is the number of playmakers, 2 running backs, 3 tight ends, 3, maybe 4 deep in the receiving core. So to me, what Sean is doing with the offense and the number of bodies that are making plays, that has been really impressive through these first 4 weeks. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes, you go through a couple of years where you have the injuries, you have things going on, and you realize how much you miss just having depth on a football team. And, when people say, oh, man, this year's that the Rams kind of pushed a lot of the chips in the middle of the table and tried to win a Super Bowl, and then you do, and then you're like, man, what does the next few years look like? It's been really impressive the way they've been able to compete and be successful. But part of that attrition is that you start to not have quite maybe the depth that you've always had on a football team. And now we've kind of gotten into this window where now not only are they a really good football team, but they're actually a football team top to bottom, all 53. They have the depth to really play with you. Like some of these guys that have had to play a lot over the last couple of years because of injuries or maybe being down a guy, they've gotten lots of experience. So you even look at like a Tutu, like, yeah, maybe Puka and Devontae are your number 1 receivers, but Tutu's played a lot of football, and he's a really special gadget at what he's good at. And so now all of a sudden you can bring him in special situations. Exactly what you want him to do is go run past people or be a part of some gadget-type plays. He gets to really hone in on his specialty. He's not asked to do a million different things. And you look at that core, it's not just that they're deep, but Devontae Adams and who he is a matchup nightmare, man-to-man and one-on-one situations. And Puka Nacua, a guy who can do literally everything. The toolbox is full of every tool you want. He can do it at the receiver position. And then Kyron Williams and Blake Corum and how they play off each other. And also give a lot of credit to this offensive line, a group that battles. They've had some guys injured over the last couple of years. This year already had the guards in and out of the lineup, and they've continued to run the football and be effective, being physical at the line of scrimmage. I mean, you got to really feel good about this group and the future of this football team, and that's why I got a lot of belief in where they can go.
Yo, Big Wit is firing me up for this game already, and it's only it's only Tuesday at the moment when we're talking to him. So, but you mentioned the offensive line. Cappy's got a question for you about the offensive line.
Yeah, Whit, I want to go back to the Philadelphia game, and that's a game that I look at and I say that the Rams should have won that game. To have 2 field goals blocked in the same quarter is like unheard of. But I would love to get your analysis of what happened to the left side of the O-line, particularly on the second blocked field goal, and what you would do to clean that up.
Yeah, I think it's a challenging thing. I mean, field goals, obviously, when you're on the road, it's noise. It's a weird block in the sense that, you're really going off of whenever the deep snapper snaps the ball and trying to get your foot in the ground. And for the Eagles, luckily, they have 2 monsters inside who are big boys. And when they get together like that, it's kind of one of those downs that you know that you want to die a slow death, but you're dying. So you're going down. They're going to run you over. There's really not much you can do about that part. But the main things you want to do is get those feet screwed in the ground, get your pad level down, and whether you're late or not, making sure that worst case scenario, they run you over and y'all go down to the ground immediately at the line of scrimmage, not losing ground. And I think there you just think if you go back and look at that snap, I think there at the left guard position, there's probably some regret of just getting your pads down. Don't pop up. Don't let them get underneath you. Worst case scenario, if they knock you down at the line of scrimmage, you'll be okay. But if you let your pads get up and those 2 big monsters get on you, you're going backwards. And unfortunately it happens. But, those are some of the most challenging downs just because in that situation, you're about to get everything they got, and it's loud, it's noisy, and you're going just off that football, and you really got to hone in on the football and get your feet in the ground the split second that ball moves, because those guys are going to try to hit through you and double you through you. I mean, Lord, I lived in the days when they could double push. Those were absolutely brutal. So Haloti Ngata and Ray Lewis standing behind him. So those were not fun downs, and they're not. And, unfortunately, it's one of those, though, one split second in that situation, you don't have your foot in the ground, it's going to be a bad down for you.
Andrew Whitworth hanging out with us here, of course. Amazon every Thursday. Rams legend with us here on Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN. So let me ask you about the Niners real quick. And, look, they're a little bit of a wounded animal at the moment, a lot of injuries. Purdy's just coming back. They come off this tough loss against Jacksonville at home. I want to ask you this, because we always talk about it like, oh, man, it's awful to have to play the Niners off a loss. How does that sit usually in a locker room? Like, are we making too much of that stuff? Like, they're coming off a loss? Are we not factoring the injuries enough in? Like, how do you view where the Niners are right now?
I mean, I think they're a heck of a football team. If you look at what they've done to start this season with all the guys they've had in and out of the lineup, I think it's similar to probably years past with the Rams when we were sitting there going, man, if we just had more of the guys, how much more confidence you'd have in the team. And it's just brutal, man. There's a reason these guys get paid a lot of money. There's a reason that these offenses are built around guys. I mean, if you started taking Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and these guys out of the lineup, I mean, there'd be a different look to the Rams, and that's just the truth. And so the Niners are the same way. And it's one of those that you're like, man, it's very impressive for them to sit here and have the record they do at this point, with everybody spinning out of lineup, playing backup quarterback at times too, and everything else, and then to lose their best rusher. I think it's very impressive, and hats off to them. And I think that's why, to me, I feel good about Thursday night, because I know this Rams team respects this Niners team already. And then they're going to respect, man, listen, the way they've competed and been able to find a way to win, you got a ton of respect as a competitor for that. But the reality is we aren't in that situation, and this is a big opportunity for us to take advantage of. We need this one, and we need it bad. And so I think that there will be a sense of urgency that this is an important game for both teams. So you're going to get San Francisco's best shot, no question. I've always had a ton of respect for Kyle Shanahan. I think he's one of the greatest play callers, period, in the game of football. And, I think that they'll come in, and the Rams better be ready. We saw it a couple weeks ago, Bills-Dolphins, right? That game was supposed to be a 2-touchdown blowout and ended up coming down to the wire. Nobody would have had the Dolphins putting the Buffalo Bills on the brink in Buffalo like that. But that's the truth of division matchup football. Like, everybody knows everybody. You're going to get their best shot. So the Rams had better be locked in and have a sense of urgency to get this one done.
Yeah, you got to win this game at home also. And the one thing I've been saying, and I know it's only early in the week, but Whit, I was there last Sunday for the Colts game, and I was shocked at how awesome I thought the crowd was. And what I get worried about is all of a sudden San Francisco invades. And I would just love to see the stadium packed with blue rather than red. And I'm sure as a player, you probably wanted that as well. So I'm hoping the Rams fans show up big time on Thursday night.
I think they will. I think that we'll have a great showing. It's one of those things that, listen, my first few games in the Coliseum, we played big teams that were on the road. It was tough, and in SoFi, we all know some of those games. It's been a lot big away crowds in there. But listen, you move a franchise from one city back to another, and you got to earn trust and respect and the fan base to fall in love with you again because you left them once. So listen, I don't blame the fans at all. But here's what I do think is that if you look at the last 8 to 9 years of Sean McVay being here, what we've continued to do is show you that we're going to play for this city. We're going to pour back into the community off the football field, and we're going to put a hell of a product on the football field that you're going to get to come watch. And I think over time, the truest measurement of performance is consistency, and the Los Angeles Rams have showed that kind of consistency to go try to compete for championships. So I think over time, fans will fall in love with that again. They'll be there. They'll be loud and proud. And I can't wait to continue to see this fan base, home game, in and out, being there, representing for the Los Angeles Rams. I think they're building something really special here in L.A., and SoFi is going to get to host a lot of great football games as the future moves on. So I'm excited about Thursday night. It's going to be a hell of a game, and I hope the Rams house is full of Rams fans getting wild.
Big Whit, you're the man, brother. Thank you so much for always making time for us.
Appreciate you, dude.
Yep. Thank y'all.
All right, there he is.
8:18, good morning. Big Wit is just awesome. Got me fired up for Thursday. I can't wait to be there. Cappy won't be there Thursday night. He's got
Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be eating bagels, lox, and cream cheese by that time.
And also, you will have already been on the air, but not on the air.
Right. That's true.
Exactly right.
I will be there, but not there.
Yeah.
Cappy, tell us about our friend Abner Gatt.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Before I do,
hello.
Let me put on my Abner Gatt hat.
Please do. Put on the Abner Gatt hat. There we go. Now we're official, baby. Now we're official.
Oh, yeah. See, now that I got my Abner Gatt hat on, now I'm all ready to go and tell you about Abner Gatt. So one thing about Abner is I always talk to you about water damage. You had a sprinkler that burst in your home. You got thousands and thousands of dollars of damage. You got to move out of your home. And your insurance company is not treating you with the respect that you have treated them with because you've been paying those premiums every month and you expect them to take care of you when the time is right. And all of a sudden they're not. But wait, now I want to talk to you about something just a little bit different because Abner can absolutely help you with water damage. There's no doubt about it. He's the right guy to call. But let's say you're going into work this morning. You pull in, you get to your desk, you go to turn on your computer, and all your files are locked and your data is frozen and you realize you've been hacked. Anybody who's ever been hacked, and you guys know who you are, it can be stressful, number one, but ridiculously expensive, number two. Hundreds of thousands of dollars we're talking about here. And then there's the uphill battle that you face of getting your cyber insurance claim actually paid. And by the way, I hope you got your cyber insurance, and I hope you filled out all your documentation correctly, because that's another whole issue. Abner Gatt and his team of public adjusters, they come in, they can help. So again, you know them from water damage claims, but they can handle cyber insurance. And if you're not locked in and fully protected, or you're not even sure that your insurance application was filled out correctly, don't wait until it's too late. You need to call Abner Gatt, and you need to call him now. Don't wait. 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256. Abner will answer. He'll say hello. Your claim is our game. AbnerGatt.com.
Are you ready for it?
I am ready for it, and we're going to do the Cap 10,
Cap
right?
10, a big Cap 10 this week.
And I think after that, we should do a little bit more other than you falling at Lakers Media Day.
You need to hear more of that.
And Geeter's joining us at 9 a.m., too.
Geeter's joining us at 9 a.m. in the YouTube. We got to talk about Kawhi. I mean, Ramona grilled Kawhi yesterday at that press conference. And, Kawhi was scheduled to be on at 11:15. He didn't come on until much, much later, several hours later. So, but Ramona stayed there and grilled him. Hopefully, we have that audio and we can play that because I think it's an interesting conversation.
It is. We'll effort the audio, and when we come back, a big Cap 10. It's 8:21 in the morning. Smile. It's Tuesday, sucker. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show back in 2.5 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Providence. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Yes, indeed. The MLB wild card begins today, and you can catch playoff baseball all day from ESPN Radio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Just hit the ESPN Radio Live sports tile. And, by the way, tonight at 6 p.m., we bring you the Dodgers, and the Reds in Game 1 of the NL Wild Card live right here on 7:10 a.m. and on the all-new ESPN LA app, courtesy of ESPN Radio. And be sure to react on the game tomorrow morning at 6:30 with the Blue Review with Bergie and friends. And on the ESPN LA YouTube channel, that's where the Blue Review is found. And don't forget, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, we'll be talking about it right at 7 a.m. here on ESPN LA. Speaking of that Sedano and Kap Morning Show, we're back in 90 seconds.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Out here, days are getting a little cooler, and mornings are starting with a few more layers. It's the season for more time at the grill, more feed for your animals. Heaters burn late into the night, and the woods start calling your name. We appreciate hard-working hands, shared moments, and love for our land. That's why season after season, we're here for your life out here. Tractor Supply.
What if you could instantly find whatever you need exactly when you need it? We're talking everything from parking spots to holiday gifts to the perfect shoes in your size. Think of all the time you'd save. While you may never instantly find these things, if you're hiring, you can find qualified candidates right away with ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology works fast to find top talent, and their advanced resume database lets you unlock top candidates' contact info instantly. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Yes, indeed, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on your Tuesday, a live imaging Tuesday, presented by our friends at Providence.
Ooh, what a song.
I want to kiss you all over sometimes. You know how it feels, don't you, Cappy?
What a song. Oh, man.
On this day in 1978, the number one hit, Exile.
Oh, yeah.
And they sang, I want to kiss you all over on a Tuesday morning, baby.
And over again. Let me tell you something.
Oh, I think it's the instrumental.
Yeah.
We were in a rush. I pulled it up fast.
Let me tell you something. I can remember, I'm the old guy of the show.
Can we yell at you right now, Chris, because of it?
Well, I did it in about 22 seconds because I'm working on getting the Kawhi audio, which frankly should have been produced at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Oh, there's the lyrics. There we go. So I guess you don't have to yell at me.
Guess not. My bad.
But you did have to take one,
but,
though.
But guess what?
But the Kawhi Ramona back and forth.
Better luck next time, Wins.
I saw it on SportsCenter last night, both on SVP and then on the later edition before I went to bed. It is good audio.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it because I didn't see it. I turned Scott Van Pelt off after he had gotten done talking about like Tyreek Hill's knee.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, bedtime.
By the way, both games a dud
Yeah,
yesterday.
very boring last night,
I mean,
unfortunately.
awful for Tyreek Hill, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
terrible.
the injury was gruesome.
Yeah. By the way, I'm the old guy of the show now. It hurts to say it, hurts to admit it. But I can remember being in my mother's 1978 Pontiac station wagon. This was the one that had the third row of seats, but they faced towards the drivers behind you.
Yeah.
Not everybody facing forward.
Yeah.
And hearing this song.
Yeah.
1978.
It's also Pet Tricks Day, and by the way, maybe a pet will kiss you all over. You never know.
Maybe I get home and jack the Frenchie.
Exactly.
In Europe, they have those. The cabs are like that.
Yes.
Still.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I know it. Yeah. Yeah. And over again.
By the way, Barry Williams is 71 years old. From the Brady Bunch, right?
Oh, really?
I think that's from the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, Barry Williams, yeah.
He was Greg, right?
I think so.
He was the big brother. He was the one that dated or slept with the mom.
Whoa.
Right? Isn't that right? Wasn't that the story?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that was the story.
Why
That
are you doing
Greg,
Chiba stuff?
Greg Brady and the mom, what was her name?
They got down.
In real life.
The Wesson lady. Remember?
Wesson Oil?
Yeah, remember? She
Florence
did Wesson.
Henderson.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Was Wesson? Never mind. All right, 8:27 in the morning. Good morning. Here we go. It is a special edition, and the only reason why it's special is because there's some shakeup. Let's hit the NFL music, Jorge.
Cappy
and let's
10.
get ready for the Cap 10 Week 4 edition. We begin at number 10. A bit of a shocker. And we go to WFAN Sports Radio 66 in New York City.
Herbert pumps his right leg.
Oh, come on.
Takes the snap. Back to throw. Waits. Now deep ball up the field. Completes it. But Johnston can't get out of bounds. Great job there by Cordell Flott. Down to 1 second, and the ball game's over, and the Giants have won for the first time this year in Jackson Dart's first ever start. They hand the Chargers their first loss, 21-18.
Let's all remember something about the Cap 10. The Cap 10 is not a power ranking. The Cap 10 is built on bias. And when the San Diego Chargers go cross-country with all this hype, oh, they won all 3 games and against division opponents, and they're the best team, and Harbaugh's the best coach, and you go on the road to the winless New York Giants making a first start with their quarterback, the Giants are in the Cap 10
Oh, my God.
at number 10.
This thing has no validity. None.
Sedano Nugget here. Give me a Sedano Nugget.
All right, next-gen stats say the Giants recorded a pass rush win rate of 68% on Sunday, meaning they beat their blocks within 2.5 seconds 68% of the time. The Giants had the highest pass rush win rate in a game since the metric was introduced 8 years ago.
Now, you want one more?
I just want to remind you, built on bias. Don't tell me about
So
validity.
basically, they were not only was the Giants winning the line of scrimmage, they were winning it in a fashion that was dominating.
Why they're in the Cap 10.
And now we move to number 9. Another shocker. Shocker!
Oh, jeez.
We go to WJXL in Jacksonville.
There's the snap. There's the punt. Parker backs up. Fields it at the 15-yard line. Made a man miss, 25-yard line, 30-yard line. That's a good return for Parker. Right, still on his feet, 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Parker Washington just brought it all the way back, and the Jags have extended the lead.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that, Cappy?
The Jacksonville Jaguars, who are not on anybody's radar, with their new coach, go cross-country from Jacksonville to San Francisco.
Keep your name out my mouth, bro.
And they beat the Niners, legit beat them. Now, the Niners are not necessarily the Niners. The Niners have a lot of injuries, but that's a great win for Jacksonville. And given that San Francisco is coming here this Thursday night, the Jaguars have made it to the Cap 10.
At number 9, the Niners blitzed Trevor Lawrence on 6 of his 31 dropbacks, their lowest blitz rate of the season. Without Nick Bosa there,
Right.
you
Big-
would think
big
they'd
loss.
blitz more.
Well, but then they don't have anybody, who's really like a pure pass rusher, like a pure power pass rusher.
Yeah.
And a
to,
guy who
beat,
can,
to get a double team to give somebody a free
also
ride.
a guy who can seal the edge. I mean, just you lose so
Yeah, but
much.
you got to get creative if you're Robert Saleh, bro.
Keep his damn name out your mouth.
No, that was the other one. It was
well,
Liam
keep his
Cohen who
name
said
out
that.
your
Yeah,
mouth.
he said, F and end his life.
Everybody, keep your name out the mouth.
Yeah.
Speaking
But Travis Etienne was a monster in this game. 65 yards, so half his yards after contact. They couldn't even tackle the Niners.
Speaking of creative, how about the creativity of the Cap 10 this week? Time for number 8, and we head to Westwood 1 for a little Seahawks action. We head to Westwood 1 for a little Seahawks action.
Good hold. The kick by Myers on the way, and it is good. And the Seattle Seahawks get a 23-20 win. The last-second field goal by Jason Myers propels Seattle to their 8th straight win over the Arizona Cardinals and a 3-1 record to start this young season.
What a kick.
Remember, Seattle, Arizona, that was last week, so that one might have also fallen off your radar. But Seattle had the lead. Arizona came back. Seattle had missed a field goal, but then they got a second shot right as the clock was expiring. Hey, the Niners, the Seahawks, and the Rams are all 3-1. And so far, the Seahawks are our first team from the NFC West to make this week's Cap 10 with that win over the Cardinals.
Here's an interesting nugget on the Seahawks. The Seahawks have outscored their opponents by 44 points thus far this season. That's their best points margin through 4 games of a season since 2013. They went on to win the Super Bowl that season.
Ooh. Time for number 7. We head to WDVE in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, coming off a 6-for-6 drive. He'll throw to begin this drive, and it's DK Metcalf. He's in the loose. There goes DK. A block from Austin. Inside the 5. Into the end zone. 80-yard touchdown. Rodgers to Metcalf.
That was a good call.
Apparently not
Great call.
WDVE in Pittsburgh.
I thought that was a good call.
We changed it, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Joe Davis
Yeah.
on Fox. Is a good call.
Oh, Joe Davis
He's
on
good.
Fox Sports.
Joe Davis is
That
good.
was actually, he was awake for that one. He must have had his Pittsburgh morning coffee, everybody.
So here's the thing about the Cap 10. Again, built on bias. I know that there's a lot of Aaron Rodgers hate in this studio, but here, don't look now.
Here we go.
The Steelers are 3-1, and Steelers, here we go.
I think we have to get
Pittsburgh.
Steelers Aaron Rodgers jerseys if they win the Super Bowl.
Yes, for
Black
Sedano.
Steelers Aaron Rodgers jerseys.
Yeah.
Those will look good.
I'd rather have Chad Powers as my quarterback.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just want the Super Bowl. Yeah, Steelers. All right. Can't wait for the Steelers to come here and take over SoFi Stadium when they take on the San Diego Chargers.
They're heading into the bye week. A little rest for old Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers' 80-yard pass that you heard there to DK Metcalf, was his 91st career 50-yard completion, passing Drew Brees for most in NFL history.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Look
Time
at that.
for number 6.
Very specific nugget
Very
there
nice.
on that actual call.
Very
Time
nice.
for another 3-1 team. The Headband. Let's hear it on 620, the Sports Animal in
Good
Tampa
snap,
Bay.
Just high. Mayfield looking under pressure. Flush to his right, now back to his left. Throws the ball downfield. Receiver in the caught ball. Shepard down the side of Bucky down the sideline. Bucky run. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Wheel route down the far sideline.
Deckerhoff is back.
Yeah, he is.
It was only one
Yeah, he
week,
is.
apparently.
That was Deckerhoff on the Sports Animal.
How is Deckerhoff back? Like, he wasn't there. Is he only doing home games?
I don't know.
Maybe that's what it is. He's only doing home
Could
games
be.
at this
Oh,
point.
Could be the
Deckerhoff the
possibility.
best.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Tampa Bay lost to the Eagles, but the Eagles, as you'll likely hear later on in the Cap 10, they have been the best team in the NFL so far, and dating back to last year, obviously. You got to give it up, though, to Tampa Bay because they were in this game. They kept it close. Baker Mayfield, I love this guy. He's all heart. And you know what? We talk about the Niners injuries, George. Tampa Bay's got a comparable number of injuries to major star players, specifically on their offense. And Tampa was in that game. The Bucs are 3-1. Big game coming up this week for the Bucs and the Seahawks in Tampa.
Yeah.
And the Bucs remain in the Cap 10 at number 6.
Now, Bucky Irving, who you heard Gene Deckerhoff call that run there for, first player in Buccaneers history with 50 rushing yards and 100 receiving in a game.
Oh, beautiful.
Impressive.
Time for number 5. We head into the top 5 of the Cap 10. And time for Dan Miller on 97.1, The Fan in the Motor City.
Punts away. Khalif. Not a great punt. It's going to come up and field it at the 34. Makes the first man miss. There goes the 40.
Go,
45
Leaf.
to the 50.
Go.
Leaf angling at the 40. To the 35, to the 30. To the
Yes,
25.
sir.
Say goodbye. Khalif
Yes, sir.
Raymond to the house. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Oh, baby, what a run back. And that started with him making the first man miss. Khalif with some magic out there. And the Lions extend their lead.
Khalif Raymond, by the way, also kissed his wife and gave her the football after scoring that touchdown.
What a guy.
Beautiful.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Sure, he got what he wanted.
And
when
I
he
got another
home.
nugget for you on Raymond afterwards.
Well, I'll just say this. I love it when a color commentator is in the background cheering during a call.
Oh, that's
go,
no,
go, yeah, go, yeah. He's going.
It makes me laugh.
Yeah, I
On-
love
on
it.
radio, don't do that. Don't ruin the call, man.
I love it, man. I absolutely love it.
The sanctity of the call.
Right. I
Don't
love
ruin
it.
the sanctity
No,
of the
no.
call, Cappy.
I love
It's
it
always the
because-
home radio guy that does it, right?
And I love it because it
Or
pisses
Tony
off.
Romo.
It pisses off the play-by-play guy. It really irritates him.
Well, I bet you your boy Jim Nantz was not thrilled that Tony Romo ruined his legendary potential Super Bowl call.
Yeah. And so I just happen to love it when the home radio guy is a cheerleader. Detroit is 3-1.
Yeah.
A lot of people after week 1 thought the way that Green Bay beat up on Detroit, that Detroit was done and Green Bay wasn't. Green Bay doesn't look so good, and Detroit looks great. Again, they're 3-1. They're in at number 5 in the Cap 10.
Khalif Raymond, by the way, 3 punt returns for touchdowns in his career. That's the most in the NFL in his career. He's been in the NFL since 2022. The most in the NFL, 3 punt returns for touchdowns.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Top 4 time, and we head to for number 4. Mitch Holtis, 96.5, The Fan in KC.
Mahomes under center. Worthy's in the backfield. They're going to roll to the right side, and now Mahomes throws for the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Kansas City! Marquise Brown. Hollywood goes all the way across the formation on 4th and 1 for a 15-yard touchdown pass. Mahomes has 4 TD passes into the land of the sweet nectar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Mitch.
Hey, look, here's the thing about the Kansas City Chiefs. I've been telling you guys this from week 1. I'm not giving up on the Chiefs yet. They've got the coach, the quarterback. I know everybody thinks Travis Kelce looks slow and distracted. I'm not ready to give up on the Chiefs. Now, I'm getting close to being ready to give up on the Ravens. The Chiefs beat down the Ravens. And they've got a big game coming up this week on the road at Jacksonville. So the Chiefs are only 2-2, but it looks like the Chiefs are starting to play significantly better on offense.
The key in that game, they were 4 for 4 on fourth downs in that game. So they were very aggressive from the start, and that allowed them to get that lead and maintain it.
Time for number 3. We begin. We're going to double tap highlights on this one. First highlight, J.B. Long here on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
LA just got the tying touchdown from Puka Nacua at the end of an 11-play, 83-yard drive. Now the Colts looking to get back on top with DJ Giddens stepping into the backfield next to Daniel Jones. Jones back to pass, pressure from his blind side, a strip sack, LA knocks it out. The Colts recover at the 29. V8 does it for the second week in a row.
Oh, beautiful. Now time to hear from Troy Santiago on Rams en Español.
Tyler Higbee pasa a la derecha, Stafford se planta en la bolsa, tiene tiempo, el pase flotadito, Tutu, completo a la 50 y se va a escapar, a la 40 del otro lado, a la 30, a la 20, va a llegar a la yarda 10, a la 5, touchdown, 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 Rams, Tutu, 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 Tutu,
Great call, man. It's a great call.
Aparece en el momento más importante.
Sí.
En un pase largo, tremendo. Se hizo solo.
Yes.
Solo. Y se escapó hasta la zona de anotación.
Sí.
He's not done yet, Cappy.
Yeah.
We need Troy Santiago
Yeah.
to do our Torta Thursday open.
Yes, absolutely. And by the way, in Espanol, the color commentator always lays out because he knows that the play-by-play guy is about to really shine. Right.
Right? Briones, it would be a sin if you ruined that call.
You don't do that. That was awesome.
You Americans should take a lesson from the Spanish broadcast.
Yes, we Americans.
Yes.
Pecado.
Into the land of the sweet nectar.
I do like the idea of Troy Santiago doing the voice work for
Torta Thursday?
I think
don't
that's
know
a
if
great
he's going
call.
to agree to it, but we'll laugh.
Well, just tell him we're talking sandwiches.
Bigger torta!
Es más grande! And we've gotten now to numero dos.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, he's got to do Sedano Nugget. Follow the order, man.
Hey, my bad.
So Matthew Stafford, a game-winning touchdown pass in the final 2 minutes of fourth quarter overtime. Did it again. Now tied with Dan Marino and Tom Brady, 14 in his career. And there you have it. So he's now atop the leaderboard, as they call it.
Time for number 2. And we head to 550 WGR in Buffalo.
Back in the shotgun here. Split backs. Play clock down to 4 on 1st and 10 from the 28. Takes the snap, fakes the throw to the flat, looks down the sideline. He's got Kincaid, who's going to walk it in for a 23-yard touchdown. Oh, they got the Saints biting on that one. Fake to the flat, throw to the sideline, and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Oh, my God, these calls this week.
Amazing.
I love it. Hey, look, the Bills are 4-0. This game against the Saints was a little closer than most people expected until the Bills pulled away late. But Buffalo finds a way to win again. And their schedule, George, looking into the future, home against the Patriots, at the Falcons, at the Panthers, they should be 7-0, the Bills, when they go to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. So Buffalo in at number 2.
Yeah. Real quick on Buffalo, 30-plus points in each of their first 4 games of a season for the third time in franchise history, and the first time since 1992 when they reached the Super Bowl and played the Cowboys.
Very nice. It is time for number 1. And for number 1 this week on the Cap 10, we head yet again to Merrill Reese on 94 WIP in Philly.
They've got to get to the 29. Can the Eagles keep them short? This is the play of the game. Each play becomes bigger and bigger. Snap to Mayfield. He's back. He's being chased. He fires. He completes it short of the first down. Now the ball is being battered around and knocked out of bounds, but the Eagles are going to take over on downs.
So the Philadelphia Eagles are 4-0. They are the defending Super Bowl champions. And until somebody knocks them out, they're going to remain at number 1. And I'll just say this. They don't put up the kind of numbers, George, when you look at it, like people will look at Jalen Hurts, and this is why we were having this conversation 5 weeks ago in the preseason about why Jalen Hurts doesn't get the respect. 15 of 24, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So he just doesn't put up those prolific passing numbers, although we have seen in the game against the Rams, when he has to, he can. Philadelphia can beat you in so many ways. And yet again, the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, are in the Cap 10 at number 1.
Well, and the key there is that when they get in the red zone, they are unstoppable, literally. And, they have scored a touchdown on all 11 red zone trips this season.
Wow, good numbers.
Tied with the 2018 Chiefs for second longest streak to start a season. The Baltimore Ravens did it in 2018 on their first 13 red zone trips.
And did you happen to see this past week, the Eagles decided to start to create variations off the tush push?
Yeah.
Everybody expects
now they're giving it to
push.
Barkley, right? Yeah.
Right. We'll just run it around the corner. When you guys all are freaked out that we're about to push you into the end zone, we'll run it around the end. So Philadelphia, number 1, the Cap 10, built on bias.
That is your Cap 10. I should be reading a billboard, but our gutless sales team hasn't sold it yet. Sell the Cap 10, you gutless bums. Meanwhile, in just minutes, we're going to take a timeout. Radio Tinder, a quick Radio Tinder. Then we're going to play the audio of Ramona. I stumbled there. Momo grilling Kawhi from yesterday. Kawhi. But first, Cappy and Sedano tell us about our friends at Prize Picks.
Yeah, listen.
I would love to.
Prize Picks, great day today with baseball playoffs starting. Literally, by the way, in like an hour and 15 minutes.
You'll hear it all on the ESPN Bet app.
Yeah, the Gardos, right, have the first game today. So you can check it all out. Tons of Prize Picks action there. If you want sports action in the state of California, Prize Picks is the place to be. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. First $5 play gets you a $50 bonus. With pitchers, it could be something as simple as strikeouts. Hitters, it could be home runs, total bases, etc. You go more or less. It's very simple to play Prize Picks. You bundle a couple together, you can win cold, hard cash, Cappy.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to make my plays, and I would like to encourage everybody who's listening right now or watching on YouTube, if you are playing Prize Picks, and I know so many of you guys are, first things, download the Prize Picks app, use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You make your first $5 play, you get $50 in free lineups. But to everybody that's playing Prize Picks, would you do me a favor, please? Would you send me your picks for today? I'm very curious how you guys are going to go about playing this. Like, for example, George, Ellie De La Cruz today for the Reds. Should I play him for more or less than half of a total base? You got to figure the guy's going to get on base.
He's going to get on base.
Not by walk. He's got to get on base, not by walk.
Hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think he could get one hit.
now the thing is I can take Ellie De La Cruz and I can stack him. So you see, if you feel like
Stack him.
So like for example,
Huge.
I'm going to take Ohtani.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani. I'm going
Yes.
to take Ohtani and I'm going to play
Shohei
Ohtani for more than half of a home run.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take Ohtani and
Right,
I'm going
because
to
one
stack
out of
him.
every like 3 games basically is you're good.
I'm also going to stack him with
Look
an
at you.
RBI.
Analytics Cappy.
Right. I'm going to stack him with an RBI. So if you think that Ohtani's going to hit a home run, then you know he's going to have an RBI. Why would you not stack Ohtani twice on Prize
Stack
Picks?
him.
Stack him. You could rack them. You could stack them.
Exactly.
Nowadays, we stack them.
Yeah.
Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in free lineups. Be on the lookout for those max discounts. And let's win together here on Prize Picks.
Prize Picks, it's good to be right. We'll talk Kawhi and Momo grilling Kawhi. Momo, by the way, will be on with John today.
Yes.
On Mason and Ireland in for Mace today. But let's hear what Momo, let's hear her exchange, rather, with Kawhi coming up.
And we'll do a quick Radio Tinder 2.5 minutes from right now.
Public Enemy, the pioneers of hip-hop, take the stage at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino Friday, November 14th. Experience the raw energy, the iconic sound, and the powerful voices of Chuck D and Flavor Flav live on stage. Bring the noise! Public Enemy, Friday, November 14th, only at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Tickets on sale now.
12-yard touchdown catch that tied the game late in the fourth quarter. And it wasn't just Sunday against the Colts. It has been all season long. Puka Nacua leading the entire league with 42 catches so far this season for 503 yards. That's 125.8 yards per game. That's more than 20 yards clear of the next closest player in the league, Seattle's Jackson Smith and Jigba. With Tuesday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
You know that old saying, you can have it fast or you can have it good? When it comes to hiring, ZipRecruiter has put that saying to bed. Because with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast and you get the best person for your job. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Here's something I learned firsthand. A lot of ERs don't have pediatric specialists. But did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles is the go-to for complex cases? When my son Danny had a scary fall and later developed Bell's palsy, other ERs called Children's Hospital Los Angeles for their guidance. Their expertise isn't just in-house. It's a resource for the whole community. When it comes to kids' emergencies, CHLA is the MVP that other hospitals turn to. Visit chla.org to learn more about their expert care today.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:50, good morning. Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Radio Tinder time, we like to play a TV theme. How about this one? On this day, back in 1984, Murder, She Wrote debuted on CBS. And Pete Carroll still watches an episode every night.
Agatha Christie.
Come on, man.
Pete Carroll with his Werther's Originals and his blanket.
Pete Carroll don't.
He watches this, and then for laughs, he'll watch the Golden Girls on the way out.
Pete Carroll don't have no cable TV.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll's streaming. Pete Carroll cut the cord.
You can get Murder, She Wrote streaming. Come on now. Radio Tinder brought to you by our friends at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-6224 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, so over the weekend, it was announced that Xiaca, I think it's called, or Xiaca, I don't know how you say it, but it's Xicoia, is a new AI talent studio that's in talks with a number of talent agents that are interested in signing its first creation, AI actress Tilly Norwood. And as of today and yesterday, Hollywood is all up in arms about it because they're very upset that there is an AI actress, if that's what you want to call it. So do you guys think that this is going to become a thing? AI actresses. Swipe left or swipe right, Cappy?
Oh, yeah. Just like there's stock photo people that are actors. Yeah, I don't think there's any different.
Yeah, I think
slippery slope.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, is
Very
it
slippery.
Is it slippery?
I agree.
Is it slippery?
It is.
It's slippery for us.
Slippery for everyone. Any content creator.
Well, it's why SAG-AFTRA has made a big deal of making sure to push back on AI laws.
We just have to be more entertaining so we don't get replaced by AI.
So is are AI actors and actresses going to join the union?
Well,
I don't know.
There are
question,
talks. There's
Cap.
talks about it, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole legal thing, yeah.
AI is insanity.
And you know what AI can't do? Share a glizzy. That's why you and I got to
That's
share
true.
more
You
glizzy.
got to keep just sharing food.
You know, it probably
Tell
won't be
Rachel
long.
that's got to be the deal. If not, AI is going to replace
Exactly.
us.
Babe, I'm going to lose my job.
Yeah.
If I don't eat that hot dog out of Chris's mouth, I'm going to literally lose my job.
Literally. Thank you to Lindsay for a quick radio Tinder.
Yeah.
And thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, 866-6224, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net.
By the way, speaking of family-owned businesses like Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, Good Morning America is at Yucca's today in Pasadena, the original location from family-owned business, a taqueria. It started in 1976, and they just gave them $50,000.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that. Shout out to Good Morning America coming to Pasadena. Look at Mama Yuka there is really, really happy. She's crying. Oh, this is awesome.
I wonder what the deal was. We didn't get to hear it, but
well,
I wonder
it's Hispanic Heritage Month, man. And
no, but I mean, like,
it's
don't be gutless,
It's a great Hispanic business.
Yeah, but the $50,000 is like, hey, maybe the business needed it after all these years, and they were like, hey, we identified
I don't
businesses.
know. Maybe we could pot it up, maybe, and it's too late now. But they already gave it to them. But yeah, but shouts out to them, and they have the second location.
Oh my God. We're going to do so much good with this. You guys can't even believe it. My friend Michelle here, we've been feeding people that are afraid to come out because of the ICE raids. We've been doing so much for the community, and now we can do more.
There you go. Absolutely. With the extra $50,000, they're going to help feed the community. So there you go.
Very nice.
And they have the second location in Los Feliz, but the original one in 1976 that started in 1976 in Pasadena. So congratulations to the fine folks at Yucca.
I just turned around to watch what was going on the screen behind me, and then I came back to my computer, and because of the delay, I saw the back of my head on our YouTube.
Yeah.
And now I realize how unbelievably gray my hair is.
Yeah.
And,
it looks good. I like it.
And I also feel like I'm starting to get a bald spot in the back of my head.
I mean, that could happen,
too. Take a look at this.
I mean, it's a remolino.
Oh,
so we're not going to have time from a time standpoint to get to Kawhi. So what we're going to do is
we're going to do it to start. Yeah,
to start the YouTube hour,
and then we could talk about it for a little bit, and then Geeter will join us.
Exactly. So right now,
tell Geet we're going to push back a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll push back. Push it.
Because I do want to talk about.
Good.
Look, I think if you haven't heard Ramona grill Kawhi, you're going to want to jump on the YouTube here shortly with us. Actually, you should do it now, so that way you've already got a front row seat.
And if you're on the app and you're listening to us on the app, don't worry, we will continue right on our tile here at 9 o'clock. But right now, Lindsay is going to tell us about our friends at Stella Rosa.
I would love to. Football season is one of the best times of the year, and Stella Rosa is here to make your game day even sweeter. Just remember, you're going to want to chill it before you open it or serve it over ice. So here is a fun tip. You can also mix things up and make some really delicious wine cocktails with Stella Rosa. The fruit flavors and the lightness of the wine makes them the perfect cocktail base. If you're stuck trying to figure out which flavor to grab, let me give you my favorite this week, the Stella Rosa Cranberry, which is a great flavor for fall. Also this season, Stella Rosa wants to take your game day to the next level. They're giving you the chance to win an unforgettable trip to one of the biggest college football games of the year right here in LA on January 1st. Tickets to the game, hotel accommodations, ground transportation, and even some spending cash, which is awesome. Enter now at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. And remember to celebrate responsibly. It must be 21 or older to enter.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Lindsay. We've got about 40 seconds here to vamp, so we're going to vamp a little bit. Let's vamp.
Oh, you need us to
I didn't know there was a vamp opportunity.
Well, here's the thing. The Cappy turn his head around thing, that ate us sometimes.
By the way, Cappy wants to go to Yucca's in Pasadena.
I'd love to go to
I mean, not today necessarily, but we should go.
I would love to.
It's not, it's 20 minutes away.
I would absolutely love to go to Yucca's. I'd like to support
right
Mama
up to
Yucca
110. Let's go.
There. And I'd like to try out what they got. I mean, if they've been in business for 50 years, that means they must be really good.
Yeah.
So I want a piece of that pie.
You got to have a piece of that pie.
You asked me if I'd been, and I had been when I lived in Pasadena.
Although Chris and I will say this, last night we were
very good. I had the cardiac salad.
Very, very
the cardiac
good.
Cobb.
Are we done here?
About 17 more seconds.
Oh,
I'm going to give us some music.
Can I say this then?
Yeah,
real
go
quick?
ahead.
Shout out to our friends at Lazy Dog downstairs here at LA Live. They do such a great job. They really do. And shout out to those guys. That's all.
All right. So the Kawhi stuff with Ramona, I would call it a tense back and forth.
We'll see you next at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
710 ESPN, the home of the purple and gold.
And the home of the biggest show on the radio.
Mason and Ireland.
Bronny James. All right, so I tell people this all the time. When we go on the road, the most popular player on our team is LeBron.
Yes.
Number 2 is a tie between Luka and you, Bronny.
Yeah.
The particularly young people love to see you, and you come, you get off the bench, and the crowds go crazy. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's a great feeling just to be supported by everyone in the basketball world. So I'm just really thankful.
So you notice it too, though.
For sure. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't miss Mason and Ireland weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
You can tell Halloween is near by all the colorful Christmas lights. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
3 amazing cigars, spectacular spirits, and a feast fit for kings. Also, a live performance by Martini Kings. Smoking good times, October 5th.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Land Rover Defender, October 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Catch Brett Michaels' only SoCal engagement, November 21st, only at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Wow, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap morning show.
But I'll say this. I mean, you want to talk, you believe in Pete Carroll, who I thought completely mismanaged the clock at the end of that game yesterday.
I'll say this about Pete's decision at the end of the game yesterday.
And he's even got the guy in his ear who's telling him what to do about the clock, and they both screwed it up.
Yeah, but he's old. He can't hear the guy in his ear.
Yeah, what'd you say? What did you say? All I can tell you is
an old Jewish man.
Right, no, he is. Now he is.
Yeah, you made it. You know what you did? You made
There's the
spoon. No, yeah.
I can't hear you.
You made him the guy in the barber shop in Coming to America.
Right.
Yes.
But I can't hear you.
Yeah.
The Sedano and Kap morning show is on the air.
But Sedano on Tuesday's edition.
We are going to flambe Evan Cohen. I mean, sitting here last week on his show on Sportsmanlike, talking about how I don't even know if Sean McVay is the best coach in the league. He's not even the best coach in his city. Well, I'll tell you what. You know what Sean McVay wouldn't do? Lose to a winless Giants team with a rookie quarterback.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor? Give me a freaking break.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the weirdo on the radio.
No.
Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Linz, I brought you a little gift.
Oh, really, Cappy? Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Yes, right here.
Thanks.
It's a Starbucks gift card.
I sent them $10 for it, too. So.
I hope you,
How much did you put on it?
How much do you think?
25.
Bergie?
I'm going to say 100.
No, there's no way he did 100.
Thanks. That was very nice, you guys.
What would you put on?
George was right. $25.
Oh,
is $25 not a nice gift card?
Yes, it is.
That's lovely.
So not only are you a date,
50.
Get out of here. Did you really?
Yeah.
God darn it.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap morning show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right now.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
BitBoy.
Wait a second. A man has the right to change his name to whatever he wants to change it to. And if a man wants to be called Muhammad Ali, God damn it, this is a free country. You should respect his wishes and call the man Muhammad Ali.
Bring it down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Geeter's coming up in a few minutes.
9:02 and 54 seconds. By the way, listen up, soccer fans. This is your last chance to get your entry in for a chance to win the Soccer Dream Ticket experience. San Antonio Cardinal Wine at ESPN LA want to send you and a guest to the final match of the season. Enter for your chance to win right now at SoccerDreamTicket.com. That's SoccerDreamTicket.com, brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine. And we are going to put on the salmon sperm mask later. After Geeter, then salmon sperm mask.
No. We said next week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
You weren't here for that part of the meeting.
Oh, well, Greg thought, he just asked me, and I said, yeah, we'll do it.
No, we told Lindsay we'll do it later. We'll do it next week.
Lack of communication.
No, he literally just said it as I walked in, and I told Greg because he pulled the sperm.
Yeah, no,
mask
it's a
over
good
here.
bit, but
we'll do it next week.
Yeah,
Fine.
next week.
Right here.
I want the sperm,
Right here.
though.
The salmon sperm, man.
Salmon
I
sperm.
want the salmon sperm.
Well,
all
can we
over
just
my
order
face.
more masks so you and I do the mask today, and then we'll do more next week?
I want that
We should
salmon
do weekly salmon sperm masks.
Yes, it should be Salmon Sperm Tuesday.
All right, Geeter's coming up in a few minutes. Let's get to the stuff we didn't get to earlier. So Ramona, who's going to be on today on Mason and Ireland because she's filling in for Mace today, was there waiting. Now, Kawhi was supposed to talk. So let me give you a little background on this.
Go ahead.
So I was doing NBA yesterday.
You were hosting the show.
Correct.
Aha.
And we were doing kind of like a whip around to all the media days.
Did you guys play Devo in the background? Whip it good?
No, we did not.
Okay.
But so we did a little Lakers, did the Warriors, and we were waiting. We were waiting for the Clippers to bring out Kawhi because we were told 11:15 Pacific he would be on. The show airs at noon, right? Noon to 1. So we figured, we'll tape it. It'll be perfect. So little by little, Kawhi's not coming on, and he's not coming on. And he'll be later. It'll be later. Oh, he's not ready. So we're off the air. And I basically said to the audience, a 23-hour tease, we got you everything we wanted, but we'll have to have Kawhi tomorrow. And then Kawhi eventually came to the podium. And I'll give Ramona a ton of credit, okay, because this is a story that's become a huge story. And Pablo Torre has done all the legwork on this, okay? And he has put the receipts, for lack of a better phrase, in front of everyone to view. And the NBA's doing their own private investigation on this stuff.
Right.
And the Clippers, to their credit, have said, hey, we welcome the investigation, and we'll see what we don't believe we've done any wrongdoing. We'll see what the NBA decides. But Ramona waited until Kawhi took the podium and then asked him what I thought were the most pertinent questions.
But let me ask you one quick question. Timeline one more time.
Yeah.
You expected Kawhi to be there
11:15. This was clearly after 2 o'clock, after 1 or 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just another quick question.
Yeah.
Do you think that they avoided the Clippers?
I don't know. I don't know. If you're saying like him being like simulcasted on national television?
Right. Like,
I don't know. I can't answer
By
that.
the way, I'll give you an answer, which is my answer. The answer should be yes, because why the heck, if I'm the Clippers,
It's still going to go viral.
Oh, no doubt. But why would I want to put him on national TV when everybody knows what questions are probably coming?
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, let's listen to Ramona's exchange with him because I thought it was really, really good.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, it's easy for me. I mean, I don't read headlines or do conspiracies, theories, or anything like that.
No.
So,
No, that's like towards the end. We need to find the full length audio. It was a 3-question exchange.
So this starts with his answer to the first question, which I should have prefaced.
It would be nice if we had her question because I don't remember specifically what she asked at the moment, but there were 3 questions that were asked by Ramona.
Okay.
I apologize. We'll get that.
Stand
Can
by.
I put on the salmon sperm mask now?
Go for it.
Stand by on that. Quick question, though.
And I don't believe that was the first response, the back and forth, because I saw the full thing on SportsCenter, and that was not the first response.
I've already heard Kawhi say. Now, again,
he's deflecting and calling it conspiracy and clickbait.
And that right away already irritates me because Listen.
It discredits a guy who literally is an award-winning journalist.
But hold on, you said something, and I want to add a word. It attempts.
Okay, attempts
to
Excellent.
discredit.
Yes, agreed.
Okay,
yeah.
Because the thing is this, and this has become the new popular thing with athletes and coaches now. It's a constant attempt to discredit.
Well, I wouldn't say just athletes.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I mean, let's just keep it to sports here for a second.
Yeah.
In sports, the new hip, cool thing to do, if you're a player or a coach, and if you don't like the line of questioning, you now have become an expert in how to question a subject. So you're a coach, but now you're also an expert on how to ask questions and what questions to ask. So if a coach doesn't like a question that's being asked, what does the coach do now, George? They go like this. That's not a good question. That's not a question that I need to answer. That you got better than that. Come on, you can do better. Like, these coaches are bullies, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to say to anybody that will see this, I think that's a bad question, so I'm going to try and make you look stupid. I'm going to try and discredit you, and that's how I don't have to answer this or deal with this. When I hear what Kawhi Leonard is saying right there, and it's only the first 10 seconds of what he said, he doesn't buy conspiracy theories. So what he's saying is that Pablo Torre, who's done all this reporting, it's all a big conspiracy theory. Listen, is it all fact? Is it 100%? And is Pablo 1,000% right? Question is maybe. Has Mark Cuban done a lot to, I'll say, make us question this? My answer is yes. But to call it conspiracy theories because you're the subject of the report is a blatant attempt to use your fame and your power, if you will, to try and discredit somebody's work because you don't like being the subject of it. And it really pisses me off.
All right, 10 minutes after 9 o'clock, we are efforting the audio here in just a moment. But let me tell you, ESPN LA is giving you a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me this Thursday at the Rams postgame show live from Hollywood Park Casino. While you're there, enter to win the e-bike. Plus, you can score other great prizes like signed memorabilia and tickets to an upcoming ESPN LA event. Don't miss it. Hollywood Park Casino, 3883 West Century Boulevard in Inglewood this Thursday after the game. By the way, if you're a Rams fan, if you're a Niners fan, and you're passionate and fired up, I'll put you on the air during the Rams postgame show. Even though Travis goes, don't ruin the sanctity of the postgame show. We're going to do it at HPC. Must be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino. Party and play 24/7.
Now, did Parker in the back just send you precisely what you were looking for by text?
I don't know.
He just sent us a tweet that he thinks might be the full interaction that you were looking for.
It is that, but the audio on this is going to be bad.
We know the tweet, guys. We don't want to play that because you can't hear Momo. ESPN Television is playing audio that has Momo full strength.
Yeah, I'm sure on SportsCenter from somewhere we could pull the SportsCenter exchange that they had, which was the full exchange, which is the one that Parker did send, but it has clear audio from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So just before we hear any of this, and I know we're going to get it.
Yeah, and look, we could put a pin in it and have Geeter come on at we're already late for him, and then we can figure it out. But again, like we can just kind of give people time to find the audio. But go ahead, finish.
Can I get from you, since you saw it and I didn't?
Yeah.
Give me like the Reader's Digest version of you, because you say it's a back and forth.
Yeah, Ramona asked him about aspiration, and then he kind of she asked him a specific question about aspiration, about like his involvement or something to that effect, and then he kind of put the question back to her, and then she clarified and gave him more specifics. So he answered the question, and then she followed up, and then later there was the commentary about conspiracy theories and whatnot, and then he tried to discredit the whole thing by saying this is an old story, this is new to you guys or whatever, which by the way is irrelevant in the whole thing, in the grand scope of it all, because there is an investigation going on. But nonetheless,
a big moment now. His return to the Sedano Kap now in mornings. I saw him yesterday. I was like, "Hi, Geeter." I don't know if Geeter knows I fell at Media Day, but nevertheless, I embraced with him. The great Geeter joins us. Chris McGee. You see him on Spectrum Sportsnet. The season begins Friday. You'll watch it on Spectrum Sportsnet. You'll hear it here on ESPN LA. Oh, Geeter! He's on the show right now. Sit down.
What's up, Geeter? How you doing, man?
Did you see Chris fall?
So
I am sorry, but I did not. But what I did see out of the corner of my eye when I'm talking to Austin Reeves is I see just three strikingly handsome men. And in order, it's Morales, it's Mason, then I got to put Ireland third. But Morales was just glowing. He looked fantastic. I was trying to get eye contact while we're talking to Austin Reeves. And we had a little moment, shared an embrace. It was great. So good to see him. And I saw Beto as well. That was fun. But Media Day was awesome, man. It's like first day of school vibes, guys. Like everyone's in a good mood. Everyone's laughing. So it's kind of my favorite day.
And Geeter, you guys have this tradition that you do on Spectrum with Media Day where LeBron comes over, obviously, and spends a good chunk of time with you guys. And I'd love for you to kind of give us what happened during that LeBron conversation yesterday for people who have not yet seen it. I know it's all over social media, but the first part of it was, will we see you here next year at Media Day? How'd that go?
So God forbid someone tags me in that kind of stuff one time, right, Cap? Wouldn't that be fun? Yep. Not that social media matters. So listen, every single year, I think this is the 8th, we have LeBron leads off, right? Before that, it was Kobe. And I always say he's the best leadoff hitter in the NBA for Media Day because he comes over and he's always in a really good mood on Media Day, especially with us. I think we have fun. We're not having the hard-hitting, crazy questions. But for a few days, I was trying to think about, that elephant in the room, like next year. And Allie Clifton and I kind of sat down Friday and we went through questions and we were just kind of going back and forth on really how to approach that. And it just kind of came to us, let's maybe have a little fun with it at the end, and throw in like, hey, am I going to see you next year? So we go the entire, 9-10 minutes with LeBron and he's got to go and he's about to get up. And I'm like, I'm going to see you next year, right? And he started, like, everyone started laughing and he started laughing and he was like, that's a good one. And he didn't answer and he got up and he's like, we'll see, funny. I think. And he got up and went.
We played it on really TV. So, we ran it on TV yesterday.
That.
Yeah. It was funny.
That, guys. But you guys have both been there before where there's this something you kind of want to address, but you're figuring out how to do it. And, I thought it just didn't seem right to do it in the beginning because it's just not that kind of vibe being on the desk.
Yeah.
When he goes over to the scrum, totally that's the first question, but not with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the way, that's why you're a pro. You handled it so well, and you got the best response possible in that situation.
That means a lot.
Did he say maybe? Was that his answer?
Yeah, he did give you a maybe.
Yeah. So
maybe.
and I love the word maybe. I use it all the time just because it really answers everything. Because it's not a yes,
but also answers nothing.
Right? Exactly.
Yes.
It's not a yes. It's not a no.
It's a maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see.
literal definition. Not a yes, not a no.
Guys have, George, you've covered him a long time, Cap. You guys all know like how LeBron works. Like he's going into year 23, which is unprecedented.
Yeah.
I truly feel, obviously, I think LeBron has a plan with his inner circle, but man, also like what he has to do physically and mentally to get ready for a season, he probably is a maybe, right? Like you kind of got to go through this year to see how you feel for next year. So I think maybe it's probably his best answer,
Yeah, and listen, we've heard this now for a couple of years. At the end of the year, he's had to reevaluate, and that's what happens when you get to the stage of your career. Yeah. So I think it's going to be fascinating to watch. I actually think that I'm more bullish on the Lakers most recently. I think some of it is them. I also, in regards to just kind of what they have, Luka being in the best shape that they've been, and some of it is. I think that the West, while still daunting, Houston is now, I think they'll be good and very good even, but they're a little more of a question mark without Fred VanVleet, right? In regards to championship aspirations, I thought San Antonio would be pesky. They're missing their two of their point guards to start the season, and the Lakers play them early. So I think that the Lakers should be, in my opinion, a top 4, at worst 5 team in the Western Conference if they have relative health.
Yeah, I always say with health, right, George? But for me, like I think obviously 1 is OKC. I see that 2 through 6 just like last year, where it can kind of be a shuffle of any team. And when I look at the Lakers last year, I see them as 2 teams. The one with AD and Max Christie, and then post-trade with Luka. And obviously those teams are different. But when you look at that team that ended the season, that latter part of the year, with Luka, and I look at them this year, on paper, they're better because I like the addition of Marcus Smart. I think Jake LaRavia is underrated. DeAndre Ayton is a good center in and moves Jackson Hayes back to where I think he should be and where I think he can thrive, and that's off the bench. So I think on paper they can be better than last year's team. Now, that's 82-game stretch now. Where do they fit in that, 2 through 6? I'm with you. I feel they could be right there in that hunt. Remember, I feel like 2 through 6 is going to be separated by 2-3 games. So I see them falling in there too. I'm really bullish on them. I'm excited. I know I always am going into the season, but I am very intrigued, and I'm excited about this team for sure.
Geeter, obviously, whether it's an NFL season, a baseball season, a basketball season, when you're close to the organization, you feel a vibe of positivity as the things get started,
sure.
right? But I'm curious, yesterday, because of what you just said, now that the big trade of last year happened and, the second half of the year and Luka and being in the best shape and his contract extension along with JJ's contract extension along with the moves that they made.
Where's the Geeter contract extension?
That ain't coming.
Let's go. Let's make this happen.
But everything I just
lifetime contract.
Everything I just laid out for you, I'm wondering, what did you think yesterday? Like, just vibe-wise, how did you feel about just the opening of the season yesterday?
Tabby, I think you bring up such a great point. I feel like it's the beginning of fantasy football season. I'm such a big fantasy football guy. Every year I look at my drafts. I'm like, oh, my team is so good. And then week 4, I'm like, oh, my team is terrible. I drafted like crap. My vibe yesterday going in is usually, I'm excited to get started. I don't know what it is about yesterday, but I was so pumped. I was just excited to see everybody. And I think it's because we had a really long break. We didn't do as many shows. And I just have felt that first day vibe. But I honestly, everyone looked pretty relaxed and happy. Like JJ in year 2 was so different than JJ in year 1. Coming off the NBA Finals, straight into Laker job. This year he had time to decompress and breathe and kind of self-assess. And I enjoyed talking to him. You know who really blew our minds, guys? Was Bronny James. I don't know if you guys got to see it.
Oh, Chris fell in love with him.
Yeah, I heard it.
I did. We had a moment.
Dude, Morales, honestly, last year he's with his dad. There's so much hype, and you can just see it. He leads off media day with his pops last year, which was pretty epic for us. But this year he goes last, and James and I and Allie are looking at him. I'm like, I'm falling in love. This kid's incredible. Just the way he handled himself, the poise, calm, confidence, the way he spoke. I was just blown away. I'm like, man, basketball side, this guy can do whatever he wants later in life. What a stud. And I'm glad, Morales, you had that moment too. He's a cool kid, man.
Cool kid. And by the way,
impressed.
Looking at Geeter on the YouTube channel,
he looks fantastic.
Very sharp. Good hair day.
He's handsome,
Good
dude.
hair day.
You guys
Nice background.
Have you guys noticed I've just let it go?
Yeah.
The salt and pepper. I just can't fight it.
You should, dude. I
what?
told Cappy to do the same thing. I told him stop dyeing your hair, bro.
Geeter, I'm having the exact same issue right now. I was a hair dyer. Okay, I would actually go to a girl and let her do the work there. Then I stopped, and my girlfriend was combing it in with Just for Men.
Then he came in looking like the Lego guy.
I mean, he was like Keith Hernandez, this guy.
Yeah, and so now I've kind of just let it go. What's your philosophy on letting the gray go?
So Cappy, you have a daughter, right?
Yep, 3 of them.
3 of them, yeah. Thought so. And a son too, right?
Yeah, right.
Kicker. So you remember Elsa, Anna? Just let it go. There was something that hit me.
Yeah.
Let it go started blaring on the radio. I don't know what it was, but I'll tell you exactly, guys, if you care about this. I did my Luka interview last year. It was the first sit down with Luka. I didn't do anything in my hair but get a new haircut. And I had a little grays going on. And this is the oddest thing. I got more compliments from random dude friends of mine. Easter weekend in Palm Desert, I had 2 guys. Just so random, hey, really liked your hair in the Luka. Love your hair. I'm like, what is happening? No one has mentioned anything about my hair since I got it shaved when I was in college. I'm so confused. So I'm like, man, maybe I just let it go. And now it's unraveled. I can't get it back, Happy.
I love it. It looks great. Looks very distinguished.
Compliments on it.
Looks distinguished.
But what about the ladies in your life? Because my girlfriend, I do think is going to maybe press me a little bit to color it.
Listen,
I think
it's your hair, bro.
And my daughters are always pressing me. They're like, Dad, you look old with that gray hair. Dad, color your hair.
Hey, Dad, you're also old.
Yeah, I don't. But I'm trying to fight that, George.
I got to say this, guys. It's funny. 2 daughters and a wife. They've always left me alone about the hair. My wife has always been like, whatever you want to do, but they like it.
Okay.
Now the girls would heckle in the beginning. The girls would heckle a couple years ago, and just a little would come in. But now they're not saying anything, and I think we've just embraced it as a family. Even the dog.
Yeah.
Even the dog.
Even the dog. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, thanks,
Yeah.
Geeter. Appreciate that, man.
So Geet, let me ask you about Luka. Just because, man, you saw him up close, right? Like this, his body has transformed, right?
He looks good. Yeah. Yes, he looks so good, you guys. And I even said it to him because, George, I feel like every interview and it's going to be about the body. All I said to him was like, damn, you look good. He kind of laughed and said, I feel good. But he, listen, Luka with a little more weight scored 73. So but Dallas, the way they kind of crapped on him on the way out, I just feel like that is such a motivating factor for a guy. And I think like being around LeBron for those few months, JJ's message to everyone, where he is in his career, 26 years old, he wanted to get into elite shape. He wanted to feel great about heading into this season because last year was a tough year. I mean, not just physically, but mentally. You missed the 45 games because of the calf strain, getting traded in the middle of the night and not being ready for it. And he admittedly, guys, and I appreciate it, talked about how tough that transition was. He finally feels good. And you guys have all been there. Cappy, whether it's a new haircut, color or not, when you feel good, and you know you're in shape and you feel great about something, you go in with just a different mindset. Yeah. And I feel like Luka is going into this season feeling better than he has in a long time. And you should be happy about that.
Luka revenge season, Cappy. That's what I'm calling it.
And I hope so. But let me ask one other thing. You know, LeBron, everybody's going to talk about LeBron, and is LeBron going to come back, or is this going to be the end? Everybody's going to talk to Luka, like you said, about his conditioning, and that's great. I want to ask you, though, when you look at some of these other guys, like just looking around yesterday, I heard the one interview that Mason in Ireland did yesterday, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. It was with Austin Reeves, and first of all, it's funny that Austin is wearing a headband for interviews, like as if he's going out to play, you know. But he also talked about the fact that he had a chance to sign a contract extension and chose not to. He said it's just the business. Yeah. And he actually said something like, 3 years ago, if you would ask me this, I wouldn't even believe that I'd be in this position right now. When it comes to Austin Reeves, I think he's a critical part of all of this because of the way he played during the regular season and then the way he did not perform in the postseason. Any conversation around Austin yesterday, Geeter?
Yeah, a little bit of conversation around Austin. And I actually think it's funny. Robert Horry had said recently, like, listen, I love Austin Reeves, but I think he's a piece you could actually move to get something bigger. I respectfully disagreed with Big Shot, even though he's never really wrong. For me, like, I think Austin is a big piece moving forward. And yeah, listen, he didn't play well during that Minnesota series, and the other guys didn't either. He didn't use any excuses. He took it as hard as anyone. He has always bet on himself, Cappy, and he did it out of college. He did it the first 2 years as a rookie, but by taking a hometown deal with the Lakers, and he's doing it again because he is going to earn that payday. And he even said it to us. He's like, listen, why stop now? I just have confidence in my skill set, what I can do, and how I can help this team. So he's got this confidence that just shows me like he's going to be a Laker for a long time. But I do think, Cappy, that he's a big piece moving forward just because, like, the way the NBA's played now, just that extra you can't have enough playmakers and ball handlers. And if I'm the Laker brass and I'm looking at Austin Reeves, every single year he's taken a step up. Is that going to keep happening? I'm betting that it does for the next few years as well. So if he keeps leveling up, he becomes a $30 million player.
I love Geeter for a multitude of reasons, but his positivity is the biggest reason.
Hear a butt but here comes the butt.
I do agree with Big Shot Rob, as you would know, Cappy. For a year, I've been saying that once his contract is to a certain point, you have to be able to use that contract for more pieces or a bigger fish, potentially. Like, I do think that. And I think the biggest issue, the reason I say that, Geeter, is really because I just don't think you can have Luka and Austin on the same floor in big moments because of their defense, unless Luka disproves the issues he's had defensively throughout his career.
Yeah, I think that's valid for sure. At $12 million, George, like,
is that enough? You got to get him to like 30 to get something enough. Worth what he's actually worth. Yes.
And it's interesting too, George, when you're looking at how they move forward, like realistically, how long is LeBron going to play?
Yeah.
So if you think LeBron's going to be gone in a year or two, then where's that playmaking coming from?
Yeah.
So believe me, like Rob and you both have valid points for sure. I think, like you said, man, I am captain positively when it comes to Lakers and AR, man. I just love
That's
the
why
guy.
we love you, though, bro. That's why we love you.
Virginia.
I feel the same way, and that's why I asked it that way. Because
Cappy likes it because he's a heart and soul guy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
But the reason I asked it that way is because, he's going to have an impact on this season one way or the other. He's either going to perform or they may actually get to what Robert Horry is suggesting. So he will be impactful with or without the Lakers.
Yeah, he matters. You're absolutely right. I mean, when you're that number 3, or at least like supposed to be that number 3. Remember, it was supposed to be D'Lo, or it was supposed to be whomever, and it's always kind of been Austin Reeves. He is the true 3 on this team. Like, you are a critical part, right? Like, you look at all great teams, that third guy ultimately sometimes swings a series either way, right? So yeah, you guys are spot on. He's going to impact this team.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be in a positive way, but we'll see.
By the way, I want to tell you that Geeter has, because he's Geeter, right? And he has connected me with his roommate from back in the day, like friend since high school, college. His son and Mateo are very close friends, and he is because of Geeter, I have created this great friendship with the great Cam Greene and the Greene family.
Shout out to Cam.
And Mateo actually did like 6- and 7-year-old volleyball with them recently. So, not that he doesn't need another sport to get into at this point, but we now have attempted volleyball here recently, Geeter, because of you tangentially.
Yes. Listen, how full circle is that? Like, Cam was a freshman when I was a redshirt junior at Cal State Northridge. We took him in. He was my roommate for 2 years. He's one of my best friends. Fast forward 30 years, both my daughters are in his program, and my older daughter, Millie, who's going to USC next year.
He's a big high school volleyball coach,
Yeah, full circle, crazy moment. But, so Mateo and Dax are great friends. And, hey, get into volleyball, George. It's fun, man.
I love it. I love it. First of all, I love that ESPN. I'm sure you see it.
Oh, yeah.
We have a ton of college volleyball on the network all the time, whether it's ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, the SEC, ACC network. Like, every Wednesday night, we have volleyball on.
And I get to watch a little bit of my Pitt Panthers, who I don't know how
they're
Pitt
good,
turned
5th in the
into
country.
A great
the women's
volleyball
team.
school.
Yeah.
But, Geeter, just give me an update, because you mentioned your daughter is going to go to USC. Is she a beach player or an indoor player?
So she's an indoor player. Both my kids played beach growing up, and right around 14, 15, she really got more into the indoor world. And that kind of, at that age, like when you're a sophomore, it's not that you have to choose because kids do both. But if you really want to play at a high level, you got to kind of dedicate to that time. So the beach just kind of fell off, and she loved setting. And, we had a meeting with her about like, hey, do you really want to play college volleyball? Because if you do, it takes a lot of work. And she wanted to do it. And, so June 15th, after your sophomore year, you're allowed to start getting calls and offers, and sometimes the process goes really long. She had about 8 or 9 calls after her sophomore year that were great schools, but SC offered. And man, June 16th, Father's Day, a couple years ago, which was really huge. My dad, who had passed away, is a huge SC football fan. So was I growing up. So the fact that she chose SC right away, and we've had that kind of, haven't had to stress about that, guys. It's been really nice.
Oh man, congratulations to you, your daughter, your family. It's awesome. That's awesome.
Geeter, it's so funny. I was at a beach volleyball tournament in Hermosa not this past summer, the previous summer. I text Geeter because I figured he'd be there, and he was actually with his daughter. They had just landed from a tournament, and he was like, dude, I wish I would totally go and hang out. But we're literally just landed at LAX. But I love Geet. Anytime we can connect, we love to have him.
It's funny you say that because, when I'm down in the South Bay, South Bay Cappy gets down there.
Occasionally you are South Bay Cappy.
I will text you, like, when it was during Beach Life. When during the Beach Life Festival, I was like, yo, where are we at? What are we doing? Where are we meeting? Because I figured I could just sneak in everywhere, Just sneak in everywhere with Geeter.
Listen, you and Morales would crush the South Bay. I mean, you guys got to get down here more often, all right?
So here's the thing, real quick, and I know people are asking in the YouTube chat for the Momo sound. We'll get to it in just a moment. But Geeter, Greg Bergman has brought in the salmon sperm facial mask, and apparently salmon sperm is the big hit in Korea to make that skin look beautiful. If I do a salmon sperm mask every week, you think I can have beautiful skin like you?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Do it. It's working all over the world. You already are a beautiful man. Trust me. You can even shave the beard and just be glowing.
I would love to see you shave the beard.
I'm not going to.
How long would it take you to regrow it the way it is right now?
Probably a month like this.
Just try it once. Hey, this way we can put the salmon sperm all over the place.
Yes. Morales, can you tell the YouTube crew to slow down on Ramona sound and Clipper stuff? We're having a great conversation.
I know. I know.
Well, but the Laker fans love it, him getting grilled about what's allegedly transpiring. So there is that too.
Yeah. By the way, play that sound. Pablo forever. Let's go.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff to get to, but Geet, you are the man. When we got to have you. The next time we're on remote somewhere, we got to make sure Geeter is a part of it, just like we did Islands that one day.
And he's always welcome to come in and hang out with us.
Morales came to me yesterday, said Lindsay's going to be calling. I was super fired up. You guys know, listen, you got me anytime. You guys know that.
Yeah.
Whatever you want,
You're the man, dude.
Appreciate you,
we appreciate it. By the way, I'm on preseason game against the Warriors on Sunday. Like, I'm there. So I know you guys are doing your thing, but I'll be there. Yeah. It is the it is the first game for the new A team of Greene, Jefferson, and Legler. So, and I'll be there with those guys. So, yeah, it'll be a fun one. Yeah.
Say hi to my boy RJ.
Will do. All right, Geeter.
Later,
Appreciate you, Geet.
Love y'all.
Love you, buddy.
So much love.
Yeah.
A lot of love right there is what that is.
A lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much love between Kawhi and Ramona, though.
I'd like to hear this. I still haven't heard it.
Are we going to do it right now?
Yeah, let's do it now.
All right, so here's the exchange. As I mentioned earlier, Kawhi took several hours to get to the podium, at least beyond his scheduled appearance time. Ramona sat there and had this exchange that, I thought it was great on her part. And you could tell Kawhi was not necessarily thrilled, although he knew that line of questioning would eventually come.
Coming,
yeah.
So this first question of the exchange was from Tomer Ozarli from Clutch Points.
Do you have any reaction or statement regarding some of the things that have been alleged over the last month?
No. I mean, the NBA is going to do their job. None of us did no wrongdoing. I mean, that's it. We invite the investigation. It's not going to be a distraction for me or the rest of the team.
Hi, Ramona, Shelburne, ESPN. What is your understanding of the endorsement deal that you had with the company that's being talked about, Aspiration, and did you perform any services for them?
When you say understanding, what do you mean?
Like of the contract you signed and how much money you were to receive, what you were supposed to perform for those services?
I understand that full contract and the services that I had to do. Like I said, I don't deal with the conspiracies or the clickbait analysts or journalism that's going on. So that's what it is.
Well, I think the allegation was that you didn't perform any services for them. Is that accurate, or did you do things for them?
I don't think it's accurate, but it's old. This is all new to you guys. The company went bankrupt a while ago, so we already knew this was going to happen. So,
you were named as like the largest creditor in the bankruptcy filing, right? Did you actually get the money that was owed to you in the contract, or?
No. But the company went belly up. It was frauded, as everybody knows. If you want any more questions or more details about that company, you can either ask the owner or whoever else is involved in the fraud that went on.
Right. I think they said they owed you $7 million or something, right?
I'm not sure. I gotta look back at the books, but no, it's more than that for sure.
Do you have any idea of how much you actually made on that?
No, it was like 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, listen, ask them. People have been asking them, is the point. That's why they're asking you. And I don't think he did anything to dispel the stuff that's out there. Now, I don't know. I mean, he could have just flatly said, no, I did what I was supposed to do. And the question when she asked him about, hey, like, what did you perform? He said, yeah, I did what I was supposed to do. Well, I think the question is, well, then what did you do? And he didn't answer that question.
Right. I didn't do anything, but I mean, if I'm him, if I'm in Kawhi's shoes.
Right, because it's alleged he did nothing for the money, and he's saying, yeah, I did what I was supposed to do. Well, what were those things?
Well, here's what I would do, though, if I were in Kawhi's shoes. I'd be like, I did what they asked me to do. And then the reporter might say, well, what did they ask you to do? And then if Kawhi's answer was, well, they didn't really ask me to do very much, so I just did what they asked. Well, what did they ask? Well, they didn't ask anything. So my point is this.
It is an opportunity for him to clear the record, and I don't think he did that. If anything, I think he muddied the waters even further.
Well, again, here's my point, though, is that his position either is or either should be, I did what they asked, and guess what? They didn't ask. So I was available. If they wanted me to go plant some trees, I'd have gone and planted some trees. If they wanted me to learn about whatever that thing is, carbon credits, I'd have learned about carbon credits. If they'd asked me to show up to be on a TV commercial, I'd have done that too. But they paid me, and yet for some reason, I'm not really sure why, they just never really ask me to do very much. So I look, he knew that he was going to get grilled on this at some point, of course. I'm not sure that either side, Ramona or Kawhi, walk away as the winner in all of that.
Oh, I think Ramona did a good job there of asking him the questions that needed to be asked.
Right, but I don't think anybody really walks away and goes, okay, well, at least Ramona asked good questions and Kawhi gave solid answers, and that's where it is.
Well, but I don't think Kawhi gave solid answers.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think to your point that she asked the questions that most people would want to, if they had access to him, would want to ask. And that's the other thing, by the way. His whole thing is this is old news to me and this is new to you guys. Yeah, because no one has access to you.
Right.
So this is the first time.
And by the way, we found out because it became public record.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. And again, I know I was going off on a tangent about this earlier, but I got to say it again.
All right.
Who the hell made Kawhi Leonard a PhD in journalism?
Right.
You know, like this whole notion of this is conspiracy theory or this is clickbait journalism. Says who? Says you, an NBA basketball player? Hey, Kawhi, I got news for you.
I mean,
I can't play in the NBA, and chances are if you weren't an NBA player, you probably wouldn't be an investigative journalist.
Well, and what I would also say is, again, there's public record here. This isn't like what Pablo Torre has presented to you. He has presented his opinion that he believes that there's possible or alleged salary cap circumvention. But what he's presented is the facts, the stuff that is public record or interviews that he's done with employees of Aspiration. Like he's giving you all the facts. He's giving you people who are involved, and they're giving you what transpired to their knowledge. Like he's laid it all out for you to see, and he's done it over several different episodes of a podcast, and by the way, continues to do so. Every time someone disputes something, he then comes over the top with more facts.
Yeah, and I will admit this, though. I will say this. Mark Cuban having nothing to do with this story, and really, unless you can tell me what I'm missing.
Injecting himself,
yeah,
yes.
like I don't really know what Mark's end game is or why this benefits Mark, which, again, I don't currently see it as there is a benefit to Mark. Why would Mark Cuban decide to insert himself? I don't have the good answer for that. So here's what comes to me.
Well, I think it's like he's part of the the owner's brotherhood or whatever,
I guess
like the club.
Yeah, okay.
And he's trying to protect one of his own.
But why?
Well, because he believes. And listen, I like Ballmer. You know what I mean? This isn't like a personal attack on Ballmer. We're going to let the facts speak for themselves. But he has a personal relationship with Ballmer. I don't. I mean, I've had interactions with him that have been pleasant, but he has a personal relationship with him. And by the way, on the podcast that he did with Pablo, Cuban has also said, if this stuff is indeed true, then Ballmer is not as smart as I thought he was.
He called him stupid. He did. He said if he did all this, he's stupid. Because you would think that somebody as wealthy, I'm not saying smart, I'm just saying as wealthy as Steve Ballmer, that he would have an organization, not necessarily just the Clippers, but an organization of people that would protect him from things like this. The only thing I'll just say, again, last thing for me is
good, because I got to pee.
Mark Cuban is poking holes that makes me think I'm not 100% sold.
Thank you, Cappy. Sedano's going to go pee. We're going to take a 2.5-minute
timeout.
Rack 'em on the YouTube only hour and on
me?
the ESPN OA app.
Stack and rack.
Okay.
Then the big CY Clinton Yates is going to jump in with us for the last few minutes. It is the Sedano Kap Morning Show, 9:40. Smile. It's Tuesday, sucker. For Live Imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence. We're back in 2.5 minutes.
710 ESPN, the home of the purple and gold.
And the home of the biggest show on the radio.
Mason and Ireland.
Bronny James. All right, so I tell people this all the time. When we go on the road, the most popular player on our team is LeBron.
Yes.
Number 2 is a tie between Luka and you, Bronny.
Yeah.
The particularly young people love to see you, and you come, you get off the bench, and the crowds go crazy. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's a great feeling just to be supported by everyone in the basketball world. So I'm just really thankful.
So you notice it too, though.
For sure. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't miss Mason and Ireland weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Forget Lakers trade rumors. Mason and Ireland are breaking down boy bands with Rob Pelenka.
Last thing, Rob. My job is to generally ask dumb questions sometimes, and I know you went to see the Backstreet Boys. What is the best Backstreet Boys song?
I would say the song "As Long as You Love Me."
Yeah, I want it that way.
No, that's a different song.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Don't miss Mason and Ireland weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
9:43, good morning. Sedano and Kap Morning Show on this Tuesday. By the way, the MLB wild card begins today, and you can catch playoff baseball all day from ESPN Radio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Just hit the ESPN Radio Live sports tile, and tonight at 6 p.m. we bring you the Dodgers and the Reds in Game 1 of the NL wild card live here on 7:10 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app, courtesy of ESPN Radio. And be sure to react on the game tomorrow morning at 6:30 with the Blue Review with Bergie. And that's on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. And, of course, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show at 7 a.m. tomorrow on ESPN LA. Meanwhile, on this day back in 1998, Britney Spears released her debut single, Cappy, Baby One More Time.
Damn, 27 years ago?
That was a long time ago.
We're old. This song still slaps.
Oh, it slaps. It slaps all over the place.
See how young I am?
Well played.
I say things like slaps.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the big CY now in studios with us.
What's up, kiddos? I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
So, some people pride themselves on not really knowing things. Like a lot of people in the YouTube chat are like, loud and proud dumbasses, for lack of a better term. So,
wow.
But
we lovingly call them mongrels.
Here's something that I have a question about. Lonzo Ball got up on a podium
in Cleveland,
said, "I did not know there was water here." We brought this up on the program earlier today, and both guys in studio gave him a pass for just not knowing what the Great Lakes are because he's from California.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this normal for humans from California to have no concept of other geographical things in the country?
Yes, it is.
That is embarrassing.
Yes, it is. It is totally reasonable.
I would say not just specific to California. I think that people who generally grow up in a specific area and when they're young don't travel. They're not familiar with the terrain.
I feel like the Great Lakes are like in the top 10 things that people know topographically or whatever about the United States.
But hold on one second.
talk. Yeah.
You're talking about the lakes. Lindsay, we're in Cleveland.
There's a river, too, the Cuyahoga.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of riverways.
Yeah, it's on fire all the time.
Constantly.
Right. You've got the bridges that cross parts of town. You've got these massive, ships that go in and out. So, when you think of another city nearby, when you think of Pittsburgh,
sure.
You think of the Three Rivers.
Well, you just think Cleveland. I mean, I can understand, somebody from anywhere that's not Cleveland or Ohio or has never traveled to Ohio for any reason, not believing it's landlocked.
Guys been in the NBA for years.
I know, but
let me tell you about the NBA.
I know. They go from the plane to the hotel to the arena, and that's
he's
it.
going from the Ritz-Carlton or Four Seasons to the arena, and that's it.
Right.
He's not doing anything in Cleveland.
You mean
he's
not going fishing?
The places they're stopping, they're going out. New York, L.A., Miami, Chicago. They're not doing anything going out in Cleveland.
But
no offense.
They're not going fishing in the Great Lakes.
I've never been to Cleveland. I had no idea Great Lake touched Cleveland.
Did you know there was
There you
a
go.
river
I
that
had no
ran through
idea.
Cleveland?
The Cuyahoga.
I have heard.
Yeah.
I've heard of the river.
You're
yeah.
familiar with
but I
the
did
people
not know
take
about the Great
headers
Lake.
into the Cuyahoga.
What about
constantly,
this
by
one?
the way.
What about this one? You ready?
Yeah.
If I said to you, is there a body of water or is there water nearby the state of Michigan, for example? What would you say?
Oh, Lake Michigan. Yeah, I would think there's
Right,
water.
but it's not called Lake Ohio.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's easy to know Lake Michigan.
Yeah, I know the Great Lakes, and I know.
Name the Great Lakes.
Can you name the Great Lakes?
It's Holmes. It's Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior.
Okay,
Wow.
well done.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Hey,
Could never
check
have
that
done
out.
that.
Come on now.
Never
Come
have done
on.
that. Let's go,
Hey,
Bergie.
thank you, Sedano.
Wow.
Thank you.
Look at the big brain on Bergie. Hey, Berg, can you name
Big brain Berg.
Can you name the planets?
I bet you can name my favorite one. Lookout. No,
Name
but
it. Can you name the planets? What can you name?
He knows Uranus.
Well, yeah, of
Right,
course.
right.
that's my favorite one. Yeah.
So you got
Was
Uranus.
it Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune?
Come
and
on.
Uranus and Pluto,
Pluto.
but Pluto's not
This
really
is unbelievable.
Well, you think I'm an
Look at
idiot?
Idiot. I couldn't have named all 5 lakes,
brain
and I couldn't have
Bergie.
named all
You
all
couldn't have
9
named
planets.
all 5
I mean,
lakes.
this is like
no,
fifth
sir.
grade stuff.
No, I
Holmes.
promise you.
Holmes is the easiest way to remember.
Yeah,
That's how I
Holmes.
remembered it as a kid.
What is Holmes?
It's
I
the
just
acronym.
did it.
It's
Huron,
called a mnemonic.
Ontario,
It's a mnemonic. Yeah.
Michigan, Erie,
and Superior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Holmes?
What's up,
Holmes.
Holmes?
What's up, Holmes?
Look
Exactly.
at the big brain on Bergie.
Okay.
Check it out.
By the way, speaking of the big brain on Bergie, we should run the BPP by
What is the
Clinton
BPP?
Yates.
Tell him,
The
Berg.
Bergman piggyback plan with the Dodgers.
Are you
Have you
down
guys
with
gone through this
OPP?
yet?
I heard you guys talking about this, but I didn't
You got to be
understand
down with BPP.
what was happening, and I didn't quite carry on.
Bergie?
What is the
You've-
theory?
You've seen this bullpen just explode time and time again. So
Right.
to combat that, you have the piggyback plan, where you have Snell going with, or actually I had it with Yamamoto, but Snell is the first game here. So Snell to Glasnow, Yamamoto to Sheehan, and Kershaw's not on the
This
on
is
the
for the
roster.
wild card?
It's for everything
Through
all
the
the way going
playoffs. You're
through.
piggybacking
No more
starters
using
with
the-
each other.
Right. No more
Maybe
using
for the
bullpen.
wild card, that's
Wild card
applicable
works.
because you've got all the home games and you've got a short scenario in which you're not going to throw off rest per se for each guy. But in a longer series, you can't depend on that
So
because you don't know how a guy's going to feel if, for example, he gets shelled.
Sure. Well, if you get shelled, it doesn't come into play. You have to be able to adjust.
I mean, the
to
second
everything.
guy.
Yeah, the second guy would be Glasnow in this case, and that would be his typical bullpen day, so he can still come back for Game 4. If he pitches in Game 1, he can pitch
but
in Game
not
4.
necessarily depending on the situation. That's what I'm
Well,
saying. Like
but
if he goes
obviously if he gets
long,
shelled, then it
I
changes
don't
everything.
know. That's a little tricky for me. I mean, I get it. I would apply that in the wild card, not anywhere else.
What is the setup? So Snell is going to start today.
Yes, Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani if needed.
Okay. And then Kershaw is not currently on this roster simply because he had started the last game
Right.
on Sunday.
Yeah, he'll be
in
on the
Seattle,
next
Threw 100
but he
pitches.
will be
if they get past Cincy.
right.
Yeah.
Assuming that they get past Kershaw, will come back to this roster.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Wow, the BPP. I feel like that makes more work than the work of doing the job, if that makes sense.
Do
You're going
you trust
to need
Blake Trinan? Do you trust Tanner
Well,
Scott?
no, I
Nobody.
just don't think that you're going to be able to execute that throughout the playoffs. Look at last year; they had enough of a problem getting through the playoffs from starters without having all the. You know what I'm saying? Like
the bullpen carried them in
But
last
this
one.
year it's the reverse.
Right. But what I'm
They have
saying
a
is that
surplus
the
of
buttons
starters.
that Dave pressed are why that works. They didn't go in with knowing how that was going to look. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know that you can do that in this situation. It's a good idea. Don't get me wrong. I just think once you get outside of we've got 3 games in a row at home, that becomes too tricky with all the moving around and all the moving parts. That's just me personally.
It's tough. It's tough, but
Yeah.
it's the whole idea is just to combat the terribleness of the bullpen.
The terribleness.
Right.
That is a
That
real
is a
word.
good way to
You're
describe
You're
it.
going
That
to
is a
have
real
to
word.
use them at some point.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
an interesting
depending
perspective.
on which ones you want to use.
Yeah. By the way, Gardos and Tigers. That's
Yeah,
it. They,
right now.
The
Yeah.
anthem,
Right
anthem
now.
is going off.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Cleveland.
What do you think,
and the
Lens?
Cuyahoga.
Lens, you taking your Gardos to
Yeah,
win the
yeah.
World Series?
Yeah, I mean they just kicked their butts for the past 6 games.
Well,
to
he
win
said
the
the World
division?
Series,
Yeah,
but
we-
the
are we going
Tigers.
all the way?
Series?
Yeah, yeah.
Are we going
I
all the
think
way?
so.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
they are.
There you
By
go.
the way, you can hear that
You'll
game
see.
on the all-new ESPN LA app. Just click that ESPN radio tile, and that's where you can hear Clinton and Friends each weekday 7 to 9 a.m.
Ding.
on the ESPN LA app. Clinton, I have a question.
Yes.
When the Dodgers get knocked out of the playoffs
Oh.
early, I'll
Get
have
outta
3.
here.
I'll have 3 bobbleheads. In which
Which
order?
ones would you?
No,
what
I'll smash all three.
What are the
But which
three?
order do I go in? We'll have the Dave Roberts,
Okay.
the Joe Davis, and the Clayton Kershaw 30K, whatever.
I mean, I feel like that's got to be Joe Davis, right?
Joe
Just
Davis
because
goes first.
You seem to be the
He
kind of
really-
guy that would like to start a beef.
I don't
with
understand
a
why
well-respected
you dislike Joe
broadcaster.
Davis
Oh,
so
no,
much.
not only does he dislike Joe Davis, but it's excusable. And
Because
I told him to
acceptable
his
because
face.
He told him to his face.
That he didn't think he was
And
that-
Joe
as good.
Davis didn't kick his
I
ass
didn't
right
say
there on
he
the
wasn't
spot.
good. I said you're a brilliant broadcaster. I do a bit on the air that you're not that exciting. You're
Yeah.
kind of boring. I said nothing, just being,
what
honest.
did
I
he
don't
say
know.
to
That NFL call he had this weekend
It
that you
was-
played
it was
earlier
good.
was
What did
great.
he say to
That
him?
was
He
out of
smiled.
character for Joe.
He smiled and said, "I'm familiar, all good."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
we
like,
should
does
bring
Joe
on the
not
show.
know that people think he's kind of boring?
I feel like the Dodgers have hostility towards Morales.
Do you think? But I think we should bring Joe on. I think Joe would be great to come on the show, and let's have it out.
No.
No,
I don't think he wants to
I don't
do
think
that.
we're going to have it out. I don't think he thinks it's a big deal. It's just,
Yeah.
I think he's happy that we're talking about him.
Okay.
I mean, how many broadcasters across the league have bobbleheads? Is
Exactly.
another question. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe's prowess.
I
is
mean,
well
our
known.
guy Windy here at ESPN has a bobblehead.
Does he?
Yeah.
We don't.
Where
have
did
any
he get a
bobbleheads.
bobblehead?
At the Akron Rubber Ducks.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
minor league
We
game.
have
Yeah.
one on the
They're-
desk
They're
over
throwing
there.
around. They're throwing around bobbleheads like
At NBA
Right.
Today, we have it, the Windy bobblehead on the
Nice.
desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could we get a bobblehead where it's like you and I have one body but two heads, like the Siamese bobblehead?
Oh yeah,
Can
like
we do
in
that?
Star Wars. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool. That'd be pretty sweet. Then you could batch two heads in one.
Okay,
you get
that's
a
a good
2-for-1
idea.
deal with that scenario.
Is there-
I say Joe Davis first, Clayton second.
Yeah.
Dave Roberts.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, CY, what do you think of these 4 games we've got today and these series?
I think that Red Sox Yanks is going to be quite the series just because of Aaron Judge right now. I mean, that guy, he's really managed to turn it on. As much
Is
as
he
I
the
think,
MVP or is it Cal
I think
Raleigh?
Cal Raleigh is the MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking about this with David Dennis the other day.
Big dumper.
And he was saying if this was the NBA, they would have given Cal Raleigh that award a month ago. You know what I'm saying? Because the personal narrative is too good to lay off.
Yeah.
I would have voted for Cal
Yeah.
just because I think, dude, switch hitting catcher, guy stealing bases, guys calling pitches. He's playing more.
Unprecedented stuff.
Unprecedented stuff. Never
Yeah.
mind the homers for me. But outside of the Dodgers Reds, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Hunter Greene tonight. Those of you from the area obviously know, he threw in high school here and he was a really good player. But that guy's been in the pros for like 7 years.
I'm about to play him on Prize Picks for more than
Then
4.5 pitcher strikeouts tonight because
I would say yes to
it's
that.
It's
He's a strikeout guy.
It's
so.
a Taco Tuesday on Prize Picks, and his normal more or less strikeout number would be 6.
I was
They're
gonna say 6 or
discounting it.
7.
They're discounting it to 4.5. So I'm going to play that. I think what I also may do is I may take Cal Raleigh with Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge. I may take all the big home run hitters and play them all to hit a home run in game 1. The likelihood is low, but they're all going to be demon plays, which means that I'm going to get exponentially more money should
Okay.
they all hit. So is there anything you really love today? Like,
well,
any,
what I would say is game ones are probably better for homers than other games in the series.
Okay.
Where tendencies have been figured out. Like that's kind of where you're probably most likely to get somebody popping one out on a pitcher that they haven't faced in a while or whoever it may be.
Or at all in
but
some cases.
the Crochet versus Judge battle is interesting because they faced off like 15 times. Buster was telling me this morning, and it's like 11 strikeouts and like 3 homers. So it's all or nothing with Judge on Crochet. So know that.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm filling out right now. I'm
Okay.
playing
You said
a
you
card
got
right now.
you got Judge.
I'm going to take Judge. I'm going to take Dumper.
Okay. That's
And-
always a good pick.
And then I'm going to take Ohtani.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, these are 3 guys that hit homers every daggone night.
Right.
So what are we doing? Yeah, it's a good call.
I'm going to do it.
You guys aren't coming to the park tonight, though?
No.
No.
You're taking Dumper?
Bergey's going. I believe.
He's
Bergey's
they got to
gonna
buy.
be there. Yeah.
Yep. I'll be there.
Well, then I will take him. I mean, I'm just getting ready to start. I'm looking for any
Yeah,
home
yeah.
run hitter.
Mariners have a buy.
Yeah,
so.
I've
Where are
got
you
it.
sitting, Bergie?
I'm sitting
Thanks
first
for that,
base side
Pablo.
in Loge.
Appreciate that.
Nice. Okay, so you might be able to
Stop
catch
by.
a ball.
You'd be waiting
Yeah.
for a while to
I know.
cash that one in.
I'm like, where is he? I can't find him.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Dumper's a good pick, though, every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
But unfortunately,
Yeah,
not
they're on
playing.
a buy.
Right.
Yeah.
It is time
Oh, we're done.
for the Cappy Dealer's Choice Real Deal, brought to you by Sellers Advantage. Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Sellers Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. DRE 0196-1658, Cappy.
So today, as part of the Real Deal Dealer's Choice, a quick little restaurant review for everybody. Okay?
Lovely.
We got to go to Yucca, and Yucca's in Pasadena next.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
So, Big CY, I've been trying a lot of restaurants in a lot of different parts of town that I've not really been to.
Sure.
And so yesterday, I was invited to a lunch at a place in West Hollywood called The Henry. Have you ever been to The Henry?
What does the Henry look like?
It kind of looks like a very upscale sort of like I would put it in a category I think of like a Houston's.
Yeah, it's like that.
Okay, is it one of those where it's like you're on the hill, so there's a lookout?
No. It's I think it's like down. I want to say
it's on
Bernie,
Robertson.
You remember it's on Robertson.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
Exactly. So I went there yesterday, and I was meeting a buddy of mine who I haven't seen in quite a while, and we wound up splitting 2 entrees because we both wanted the exact same thing, so we split them. We split the chicken avocado salad, which was out of this world.
Chicken avocado.
Do you go double forks into the same bowl?
No,
or
no.
How do you,
he actually had
how
them,
do you do your deal?
smartly.
Yeah.
Smartly, he had them split it. I would have just done it the way you just said it. Hey, here,
No, I
you
meant
take
like
out.
you both eat out of it at the same time.
He had
and
it
you
like
just
Lady
share.
in the Tramp
Yeah.
salad.
Hey, listen, sometimes eating out of it at the same time is okay.
Hey,
Look out! My favorite planet.
So we had we had the salad split, which was out of this world, and then they had something that I've never seen before on the menu because Chris and I, we really like a nice French dip sandwich, right?
Okay.
Well,
Au jus.
they had a French dip, but instead of it being like roast beef or whatever, it was a smoked turkey. So it was like a smoked turkey with a Gouda on a really crunchy French roll, but not the kind of crunch that hurts your mouth, that like
a texture crunch.
Right.
Yeah.
Very, very good crunch. And I will say, all in all, for the salad and the sandwich and the fries that were really good, it was all split up. We had a couple iced teas. It was all a very reasonable price as well.
Okay.
But it was a very cool place to be. I had been hearing about this place, the Henry, just like I've been going to this place, Joey. Come on, Joey.
Joey's okay.
You're my brother,
Joey is a little bit more sizzled than steak.
Well, okay,
You know what? I agree.
I
the
do as
Joey
well.
in downtown
Yeah,
LA,
that
horrible
one's
service,
yeah.
and a lot of sizzle, not enough steak.
But I agree. So this was I'd been hearing about this place called the Henry. I'd never heard of it. And then when this friend of mine said, let's meet at the Henry, I said, okay, I wanted to try it out. Hey, Henry. Or should I call you the Henry? I'll tell you right now, for a midday lunch in the beginning of a week on a Monday, 4.5 out of 5
How
kind of
about
type
that?
of place.
Let me
Very,
ask you
very
this,
good.
Cappy.
Yeah.
Important question for me. Were there any black people in the establishment?
Not only were there black people, there were Hispanic people, and there were Asian people.
Wow.
Just like my F-45 class last night.
Okay.
I've actually did the one in Dallas.
The Henry? I didn't
Oh,
realize
so
they
it's
were
a
all over the
national
country.
chain.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay, I was not familiar with their work.
But a friend of mine
Yeah, it's
said
like
to
a
me,
Houston's competitor.
Right.
Okay.
And
All
like kind of like a Joey.
By the way, Joey Woodland Hills,
better,
a lot more steak
That's
and
a better location.
and a lot of sizzle. You
Okay,
get a lot of
very
those
good.
older
Good to
highness
know.
in there. A
Very
lot of the
good.
older highness.
Oh, Heine Friday, by the way, coming up
exactly.
in a couple days.
Exciting. Right. All right, Greg, I'll see you at the park.
See you, buddy.
All right, we're done
A
here.
hot Chicana from the barrio, keeping it real.
See ya.
We'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Don't forget.
Great job, everyone.
Mason in Ireland today at noon, and Momo's with Johnny I, then the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show. We'll see you back tomorrow. Live reaction after the Dodgers and Reds, which you'll hear here on 7:10 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app at 6 p.m. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, Jack.
Put it right in your mouth.
A hot Chicana from the barrio, keeping it real.
Tongus.
Tungus!